Oh my gosh, everybody, thank you so much, though. Thank you so much for being here today. I sure do appreciate you. That doesn't work as well, right? No, I don't really think it does. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm gonna give a shout out to Dexter Flamewheel, New. Dude, you're as if your name is so hard. Whoa, multi-stream. Where do I got? What do I do? Miss Castle, thanks for being here. Princess Fluffy Tails over in the Twitch chat. Thank you. Mr. Mino is here as well. Thanks for being here again. Guys, we're going to be continuing our playthrough of City Skylines. We started not SimCity. That game is terrible. Don't play that game. This is City Skylines, a great game. And we are going to be playing our Nim City world, where we build best city, best traffic, best everything. No one can compete with how good our cities is. New is just fine. Okay, thanks. How's it going? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Do I got the buttons working? And, well, helps if I remove the cover, doesn't it? Haha. How's it going? How's everybody doing today? Thank you so much for being here. So today, this is a little bit of a test stream. We are restreaming. We are using a service to be able to essentially stream to both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Nims forgot how to breathe. Trying so hard not to die. Okay, anyway. So we are restreaming to both services, so you might see some, like I might be responding to some stuff that it doesn't necessarily exist. So yes, there we go. So welcome back. This is Nim City. This is Nim City. It's a beautiful, it's a lovely, it's the most amazing city that we actually have ever made. So, show. We've been in the process, and it's only a single tile, and like, look at this, chat. $41,000 weekly income. I wish I had that sort of dollars in real life. How many dollars would that be in real life? 41,000 times 52? That'd be nuts. That'd be nuts, man. Nims needs breathe and drinkable static water. That sounds delicious. Static water is a running joke. The lemonade diffuses onto the green screen behind me, and then it just looks kind of staticky, and it's kind of just like, it's kind of like yellowy static water. I don't know, it looks a little bit weird, but yeah. Welcome back. Hi from Turkey. Hey, thanks. Welcome to the States. I am but a humble Nims. Okay, so one of the first things that we've been trying to do, and I want to start out with the stream here. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Is we have been in the process of upgrading all of our residential to dense residential. So let's go ahead and resume the simulation here. And we're going to see this number fall a little bit because all of these, you know, we just evicted a lot of people, chat. That's what we really did. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We've got $9,000 from income from low density res, and like, look at this, $30,000. And we established basically last night that high density res is worth basically 3 times as much dollars. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, okay, one of the first things that we wanted to do is we're gonna buy a new plot. New plot hype. Frickin' yes. I want to try to figure out how we're going to organize this city, though. So do I buy the additional plot here? Do I buy it here? So I mean, I know with relative certainty we're going to be going for a 3x3 area, right? So do we just buy the, I mean, look at how much available building space there is here. But part of the problem with this building space is the only highway connection is here. So I think that the answer is, I think we only have one solution. I think that it is. So we need to think about how these places are going to be connecting to the highway. That's one of the biggest things that we need to work with, right? You should buy on the river, it will look so cool, or go for land for buildings. See, what I was thinking is we need to think about how we're going to be connecting with the highway. And like over here we have, you know, we have another highway that we might be able to take advantage of. So that could be good. And so like extending up into this top corner over here to be able to then redirect how this highway works could be nice. But if we don't do that, we have to think like this is our only highway that we're ever going to connect to. So stacking, like if we try to go down all the way over here and take over this lake, and to use the lake essentially for water, what are those called? Advanced wind turbines, which can be placed on water. If we try to take over the lake for the water wind, that's a lot of stuff that's got to come all the way up into the city in order to connect with the highway. It would make more sense to build our city along the length of the highway than it would to... And to that end, what's the highway look like over here? Oh, and there's like a lake right there. What if we like filled in that lake out of curiosity? Is that possible? Yeah, 100%. We could buy that lake. Maybe we could use what's the wind there? Oh, it's not even that bad. If we were to level out all the terrain around it, we could use this tiny little lake as just a power plant sort of thing. Barris, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Buy a place with more challenging. Dude, I'm gonna buy the place that I want to buy. Place. And the river could have a dam. We established last stream the dams are terrible. We did a bunch of math on the different types of... Oh, hey, there's nuclear. We never did the math for nuclear, and somebody asked about it. Okay, let's do that real fast. Hang on. I pulled up my handy-dandy calculator. Nuclear is 8,000 per week for 640 watts is $12.50 per watt. Considering, and then if we compare that to solar, which is, you know, 1,200 per week, and then let's just go as low as possible with 112. Solar is only $10 per watt. Now, if we up that to like the solar maximum, it's $7.5 per watt, which means nuclear is still worse than solar. So like solar is unquestionably the best power plant that you can get. Unless you're playing with night mode turned on. If you're playing with night mode, then maybe not solar. Where are the most fertile and mineral-rich places? Ooh, that's a good question, too. Well, they don't really exist. Because I was thinking about building over this way. We're not going to take advantage of the ore because eventually that'll run out. What I was thinking of doing is building double over this way, following the length of the highway. So essentially say, take over this tile, and then that'll give us, I mean, then eventually, by extension, this one up here in the top right, that'll give us the pond, which we could then use the pond as, or the advanced wind turbines, which are second best. We established that last stream at the same time. So we could get the pond for the second best power generation. Well, I mean, first best is the fusion power plant, which you get from like the unlockable achievements. But excluding the fusion, it goes solar and then the advanced wind. So we could use that for advanced wind. Hey, Ethan Finn just subscribed. That's a button that's on our channel, but I thought I disabled that. I tried to get the YouTube integrations, but it seems to be doing weird stuff. He's giving all the love to YouTube, me sad. Yeah. Forestry, I mean, yeah, there's plenty of forestry, but I'm pretty sure that we could just plant trees to improve forestry. So that might be something that we play a little bit with this stream as well, by essentially unzoning a bunch of a bunch of industrial, and then planting a bunch of trees, and then replacing the industrial to be like super duper heavy forestry. YouTube does what it wants. Go like this stream? Yeah, thanks. Orange juice, couldn't you expand the highway? I might be able to create like a branch for the highway. So like I could take this one highway and split it in two, and then have, say, one branch come up here on the far outside, and then this branch come here on the far inside. And I could do it like that. But then we have the problem of we would unquestionably have to buy this tile. And if we want to push for this pond and like all of this available building space, that's so much just flawless building space. If we want to push for that, then we have to be able to commit to 2 tiles this direction, which then is, I mean, then that makes up our 3. So then we only have, because it would be 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess alternatively we could build this way and then put all of our I wonder. I guess we could build this way, and then we could, you know, bridge across like we've always done, and then just populate this, the river here with all of our advanced wind turbines. How does it do? I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. I mean, right here is about as low as it gets, and it's 17. If we come right here, it drops down to 14. And what's the upkeep on that? So it's 200 a week. Did I close my calculator? I sure did. 200 a week. For, what did it say? Estimated wattage was 14, so divided by 14 is $14 per watt, which isn't the worst. It's still not as bad as everything else, but it's not great either. I don't know, chat. What do we think? What do we think? Do we like the go towards the sewage and make everyone drink it? Lol. No. Have you bought any other tiles? No, this is going to be our first buy here, and this is going to be this is what we're trying to figure out here. Is do we build up towards the pond over here, or do we build this way? And by building this way, we also get access to. You know, I don't even think that we'll really get access to that though, because we got to think about like highway access. No, I don't care about the fertile land, I don't think. And I really want to build for like heavy population. More river, more challenge. Solar is best. Yeah, make it a poop lake. I like the pond because forestry and highway access. But I'm pretty sure we already established that we can make our own forestry, and we did that right here. Grants, Mr. Nims, on your day job. That will suck. I quit. BT dubs. I was serious with what I said last night. I mean, I've applied for four new jobs, but yeah, no, I quit. I don't even want to talk about it because of how awful of an experience it was. I have nothing fun or good to say. And this is a stream where we talk about goodness and happy times. And that is not even close to goodness and happy times. Face Killer just says blankly Nims toots. Yes, that is me. You want to across the river? Tyrant says. I just don't want to have to worry about this. Yeah, no, I don't want to have to worry about this highway here. I think, yeah, I think that we build. I think we build this way, and I think that we just make this one highway the extent of it. Yeah, I think I like that better because that also gets us the pond as well. And then, is there any? I'm trying to look and see if there's any farming. out there, and it doesn't look like there is, but that's all right. We can make it work. Nope. No farming. That's okay. All right. Okay. Nims is the new Bob Ross. Happy little stream. Yeah. Positive vibes, man. Positive vibes. Nope. We don't build towards ore because ore is a finite resource. In Minecraft terms, it's like you found a little bit of iron, so you built your town where you found that iron, and it's like that is not a reasonable thing to do. Purchase. Heck to the year. Heck to the year. And then see, we'll buy, I mean, unquestionably, we'll be buying these 2 tiles. So I guess, do we do that now? I think we'll just commit to the 2 tiles we have. And let's, before we get anything else started, let's do this. Yeah, I'm essentially planning on, like, I'm trying to find the area around the Guardian farm to build. That's where I'm trying to go. And building around ore in this game is the exact same thing as building around iron ore in Minecraft. When you're on both streams at once. Nice. No farms, Nims. I was hoping for Stardew Valley 750. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why is this? I mean, I have this. Why is it so slowly modifying the terrain? Feels odd. What's the difference in this game between left clicking and right clicking whenever modifying the terrain like this? Or do we even care? I have like infinite freaking dollars, chat. Nope. We're just gonna level it out. Hey, and we just gotta follow. Thanks for the follow, man. Woo! Yes. It's only cost me like $40,000 so far. And look at this. Look at this. Best, most amazing, flattest city ever. Only up to like $200,000, chat. We've got 5 million of them. This project, whoa, might take us a couple million. By the way, this is one of the it's not really a mod, but like this is one of the options that we have enabled. It's inside of the base City Skylines game. And it just gets rid of soil availability, so we could do crazy things like this. And never need to worry about how much soil we pick up, because right now we would have so much dang gosh darn soil that we wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, it's a little lumpy, but it works. And then we just even it out. We just even it out here, chat. That's all we gotta do at this point, is just smooth it out. Just get rid of the lumps. Yeah? This is the most satisfying thing I've ever seen. Dude, I know. And then we just, look, we just make it so beautiful and smooth. Just so beautiful and smooth. Oh, yeah. So smooth. Yes. I like it. For real, though. It's pretty nice. Just going over any of the huge areas that I miss. I mean, I started out at like $5 million, and now I'm down to like just under 4, so. Goes down a mil. Yep. But this is what we pay for like perfect efficiency, man. This is what we want. This is like clearing out, again, with Minecraft analogies here. This is like lighting up all of your caves before building a mob farm. That's what we're doing. We are prepping for a giant freaking awesome build. And to the end, still a little bit lumpy, but like, it's not as bad as it was. Smooth, unlike you, Nims. Yeah, hey, I have a girlfriend. Do you have a girlfriend? Haha. I think I hit my webcam. Hang on. Okay, better. Only $25 though. Wait, what? $25 for what? $25 for Nims? Yes, please. You got your new motto, make it smooth. How's it going? I beat you, Nims. I have a wife. Meg is nice AF as well. She's really great, chat. I'm really happy with girlfriend. I wish a disaster would happen to him. How could you wish such evil upon me? I'm a builder. I actually don't like playing with disasters in city simulation games like this. It just doesn't fit my playstyle. All right, pretty good. Still a little lumpy. But it works. It works, chat. Okay, let us build. So we need the roads. I mean, what is it? It's like 1920 by 1560. I don't even need the road guidelines. It's 1560. At some point, something else that we're gonna have to do. I didn't even think about this. We need to, what just happened? Kelly with the new YouTube sub. Thank you. I tried to, those are a little bit weird because like I'm gonna get new subscribers from like practically every single video that's on my channel for like ever. So I tried to disable those. I don't know why they're still going through. Did I just build this weird? I sure did. I'm such a big dumb idiot, chat. I'm the biggest, dumbest of all the idiots. 1920, 1560. Yes, mucho better. So the YouTube subs is kind of silly. I know. I wish, hang on, I'm looking at my second monitor right now. I'm trying to shut it off. I tried to shut it off this morning, but it's just not, it's not working. Maybe if I do this. Huh. We'll try that, and then I'm pushing another button. I wish a miracle would happen to him. Thanks, Fluffy. I appreciate you. This. Yeah, okay. And then save settings. Alert box updated. All right. I did all the buttons. Okay. We also need to extend water. That's going to be one of the biggest things. Yeah. It's kind of... okay, I see what the problem here is. So it's 1920 by 1560. And we're just going to continue to build this out. 1920 for the perfect grid, 1560, 1920, 1560, 1920, 1560. I love the giant poo-poo river. I love the giant poo-poo river too. Sorry about my grammar, I don't speak English very well. Hey man, you have nothing to apologize for. You spelled grammar correctly and you're already a winner in my book. Your English seems perfectly... I mean, I wouldn't have even known. No sewage treatment plant, no stars. 1920, can we fit? Oh, we can. It's a little tight though. By 1560. 1920 by 1560. 1920, 1560. And then that's basically at the edge of that. Okay, cool. And so now we can snap this guy to the grid, which is all the way over here. And then it makes it so much easier to make sure that the angle is correct whenever we come outside the map. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Hey, Neville, thanks for the follow, man. I mean, if we're gonna have YouTube subs off, then shouldn't we have Twitch subs off? IDK, my friends. IDK, my friends. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, I actually do want the road guidelines on now, because it'll always make sure that we build them to the same length. Nope. Yes. It's beautiful, chat. It's beautiful. But a poop lake would be better? I mean, that's fair. I wonder what would happen if... Oh, dude. What is this road? Oh, it's a train? Okay, I didn't even... Whoa. Is that what the game is trying to get you to do? Is it trying to trick you into, like, you get access to this train, and then you get access to this one here, and then you try to connect them? Alex, thanks for the follow. You should you should add canals along the highway. To what end? For what purpose? How's it going, Battle? How are you doing tonight, damsel? Okay, so this is all good. I mean, I just gotta finish off water. Was $45,000 surplus. Like, and this is still only with one tile, chat. Like, it's very important that you keep that in mind. We haven't put anything on tile 2 yet. Not a thing. And tile 2 is actually costing us quite a bit of money because all of these roads have upkeep, and like, we're still churning out a profit. It feels like too much. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yes. Oh no, I maybe made mistakes. I should have done it from the inside and not the outside. Why does that look crooked? Doesn't that look crooked? 100% it's crooked. Why? That's weird. Okay, well, I don't know. But that should fix it. Maybe at some point I just got slightly off and like I never noticed. And Chad didn't help me. Chad was too busy trying to backseat game last night and they just didn't want to help. That's what it was. That's what, oh, actually this might have worked out. That's not too bad. Can we go one over and center it a little? I mean, this is good enough. Almost made mistakes, then not make mistakes. That is, I mean, that is super duper clean there. Super duper clean. So eventually Poo Poo River connects to Poo Poo Lake. Yeah, I mean, Poo Poo River right here. This is Poo Poo River. Poo Poo Lake is all the way back there. We don't get it, I mean, poo poo. Can we look at the pollution? Yeah, look at all that poo poo. It's pretty great. It's pretty great, chat. Pretty great. Pretty great. Okay, what is that? It's probably Discord. Oh, okay. Nope, it wasn't. It was actually something that I am doing in my free time, which, I mean, is relatively non-existent, but I need to de-stress. And that's what that was. Hey, something is off, Kappa. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were fixed. Why do you hate clean water, Nims? I mean, my people are drinking clean water. It's just everyone else's water is poo-poo. It's because it's inefficient to use the sewage things. The only argument that I could have for like, say the higher, so for the nuclear power plant over, say, the solar power plant is the power output. Is, I mean, 640 megawatts is, I mean, 5 to 6 times greater than what the solar power plant can do. Which means that you need to build 5 to 6 times less of them, which is 5 to 6 times the saved space. And if you are interested in getting as many tiles of residential of blankety blank 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 in, well, then that is super duper important. Okay, so somewhere through here I can see it. So we need to correct these highways now. So all of this, and I gotta save, because if there's a chance that we screw these up and that they are non-usable forever. So we've got to be careful not to do that. So if we delete that, okay, it's still usable and it's still usable. Sometimes when you go to delete, it'll delete it to outside of your map, and then you can't do anything. But see, I can still build here, which is what we're worried about. Let me see if I can actually trick it into, yeah, see how I can make it build further back now? That's the fear. And like, I can make it build further back again by like doing something like this. And again, something like, yeah, see, and now it won't let me because it's snapping to the end. Okay, so cool. That's basically as far back as it can go. And that one is as far back as it can go. And we didn't screw them up, so we're good. So we can go ahead and save again. Because we've now got them pushed back as far as possible, and we didn't screw them up. That's the big thing there. Didn't screw it up, hype! Okay. I have a dam in my city, and it makes 1,600 megawatts. I mean, not off of this little thing. We played with that. Like, even if we come all the way out here, like 128 megawatts, it just is not worth it. I mean, this isn't even 144 for that side. I mean, how the hell do you have a dam that has, I mean, there's 160. I don't know how that's possible, 8-bit. Build a zoo and buy a hippo. I like hippos. I think that's in Monument somewhere, isn't it? We can build a zoo. We'll build a zoo this stream. We'll build a zoo. I've got to, I mean, obviously making sure that people can get into and out of my city is most important. But, like, we'll definitely build a zoo this stream. Promise. Oh, we've got a problem, chat. Actually, this is all mountainous here, so that we can't really smooth that out, or we can't really level it out. We have to smooth it out. And like, I'm on the highest power of smoothing. This might be a bit of a problem. That is quite a hill over there. What sort of space do we have if we wanted to, like, push this hill back? Not a whole lot. How do, chat? How do? I didn't do anything. I just placed it down and it said it produced 1,600 megawatts and my city only needs like 400. For some reason, I have a problem believing that. I'm sorry, man. I've played around with dams so many times and I have yet to see one that worked even remotely reasonably. Okay. Yeah, that might be just as good as we get through here. Okay, so let's go ahead and say everything's turned on. So let's grab our road and this one as well. And like, yes, I realize I'm building this one backwards. I'm aware, chat. Don't yell at me. Okay. Let's put it to like right here. And then what I'm concerned about is this 90 degree. I need to get a 90 degree here. It has to be smooth or else traffic slows down too much and then that will negatively impact the flow of traffic. So I need to get a smooth turn in here. And it's like, it's just how? How do I do that? From like right here, can I get a smooth turn? That looks smooth enough. That part gets considerably less smooth, I'm gonna be honest. But like, it's fine. Okay, and then we're gonna do some tricksy stuff through here. Whoop. It's good. Dig the river to be deeper and wider to get close to the 1600. I don't even know, is 1600 even still worth it? So taking his $1,600 number, let's pull back up our calculator. 1600, so 30. Oh, I can. I mean, it's gonna be 2. In which case, that would be worth it because that would then be the cheapest. But that's only if you get 1600. Are you sure that it's 1600 that you're getting and not 160? Because I don't believe that you got 1600. There's no way. Nims 8-bit maybe using a different map with much more water, like a Sea Island map. That's possible too, but I really doubt it. That's got to be like perfect conditions to get that sort of thing. It needs to come like, stop. Stop. It could be like, it needs to go to like right here and then curve in. And now we do want the angle. I mean, yeah. The inbound's pretty good. The outbound kind of goes to crap though. A little bit, just a little bit though. Okay, so now I just need to swap the direction of this. Easy enough. He has been interacting with us. Yeah, he checks both, but it's hard. No, I mean, I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to learn is all that I'm doing. I mean, I'll make a video on my channel. Nice, shameless self-plug, dude. How about you just take a picture of it and post it to Imager? Wow. Nims, raise level behind dam, lower river level in front of dam. 1600 easy. Does it work like that? Huh. Huh. Okay, well, anyway, regardless, we've fixed the highway. 1560 by 1920. Wow, okay, so we can actually just be like, hey, look at this, chat. Inception noise. That's what that was. Boom, done. Got it done, go to right. We're freaking beautiful. I have a fear, though. Let's see if my fear is realized. Yeah, my fear is realized. What if we go under? Fear might be counter-realized? What would this be? I've got to 1920 by 1560. So 1920, 1560. And then connect. 1920, 1560, connect. Almost. This is what I was going for. This is what I wanted to see, is trying to connect these two guys together. Can this guy even go down in that much space? No, it doesn't look like it can. Okay, so we've got a problem here. how much does it matter? Okay, it matters a lot. I don't know how to fix this in order to get my highway to come through there perfectly. Because ultimately, here's what I need to do, is I need to be able to take this up by 1 in the shortest distance, this up by 1 in the shortest distance, and I can't even do that because the slope is too steep the entire time. And that's because of the hill that exists right here. So do we just level out this entire chunk of the map too? Everything except for, like, this tiny little bit here on the edge? I think that's the only move. I don't think we have another play here. That's a little bit saddening. Oh, if highway was underground. No. Because we've got other things to do that requires the highway to be above ground. Highway being underground does not solve the problem. Sorry, man. Thanks for trying though. Okay. Nope, wrong button. Yeah, that one can probably stay. Yeah, cool. Feels gross. Yeah, that's a heck of a hill. I gotta be careful to leave enough room for that train. This one right here. That's what I gotta worry about. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot. I have to be able to get this in. In which case, there's just not going to be room for the train. RIP's the train! Okay, okay. Well, I mean, at least this is going relatively smoothly. He says before something catastrophic happens. Hey, with the sub. Thanks. I shut that off 2 different ways. Apparently it didn't go through. We're just gonna have to live with it for tonight, chat. Nothing I can do about it now. Okay, super smooth. Super smooth. All gone. All gone. Only cost us a couple $100,000. Only a couple $100,000. Simon, thanks for the follow, man. Or YouTube sub, rather. That is odd. I shut it off 2 different ways. I swear I did. I swear I did. The smoothing is going smoothly. Yeah. Work on train first? Nah, it'll be okay. I believe. How do we get access to the train tracks? Construct a train station. Oh man, we might have a problem here. Because, like, all this needs to do is this. In which case, I mean, you can see that this is already just super reasonable to do in that amount of space. So we don't need to do the train tracks first. We just need to make sure that we have enough room for, like, everything else that we need. Oh my god. Why is all of this? We might have a problem. We might have a problem, chat. Because we are not a tiny YouTube channel. That might happen for forever. That sucks, Meg. Sending you love. It does. It does. I've missed girlfriend's messages every time. Rip. I'm the worst. Okay, so can we, here's the big thing, is, I guess I just need to finish this off. 1920 by 1560, 1920, 1560, 1920 by 1560, 1920, 1560. Okay, it looks like it works. That's what I was worried about. But I mean, look at that. We can squeeze it through. Just a little bit, just a little bit. All right. Beautiful. And then just to prove our point. Shoot, chat. You were worried? You were worried? Look at all of this blue. And we can even, like, squeeze it outside of the... yeah, we might even be able to take it outside of the build area. Like this. So that way it just never interferes with what we're doing. Like, by doing that. Right? And see, now it never interferes. Hot diggity damn! Neglecting the GF. I just haven't seen any of their messages. Hi guys, I'm new to this stream and YouTuber. Anything I need to know? I mean, don't be that guy. Is really it. We just like to have fun, man. And like, if you're going to contribute and help with the fun, awesome. I love you. You're welcome. You are, well, not like you're welcome. It's like you're welcome, but like you're welcome here. And if you're gonna be a big old jerk face, well then, don't let the door hit you on the way out. But like, the fact that you're just asking right off the bat kind of implies that you're gonna be pretty good. So welcome, friend. Welcome. How much space do we need? About there looks good. Get that spin action on. Oh, it's delicious. And then we just gotta straighten it back out. And then, it looks like this can actually connect a bit smoother than it did previously, which is always appreciated. We need to do another thing here. So we know that it's gotta come out to this, I mean somewhere, right? And we'll just force like out like that. And then we've got the spacing of this highway because we did this. We did this. Which, I mean, you can see how it worked. We essentially went a single tile over, and then I need the spacing for that is what I need. I need to know the curvature here. Okay, yeah, pretty good. My name is Nims and I approve this message. Oh god. Oh god. It's just gonna keep happening. It's just gonna keep happening, and I have no idea how to stop it. Is there a way that I can refresh? Hang on. I know what I just did, chat. I need to... Is there like a refresh thing? Okay. I hit the refresh button on that notification. Hopefully it stops now. Hopefully. So like right about there looks good to like right here, and then that should give us a nice curvature. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Okay, is that all one highway? Nope. All right, so that is now one successful completed highway. In which case, can we do the thing that we were originally setting out to do? We had to delete a lot for it. that into this, into what should this one be? This is 1560. And then that connects there. And then, I mean, you understand what we're doing. We're setting up the grid, and we need, this is the big question. Big question answered. Easy peasy. Okay, sweet. So then we need, we'll also need one here. Beautiful. And I mean, I don't really know about the rest of this space, but we also need to, let's go ahead and set up our highway here. So it should be 65, 65, 65, 65. Nope, stop. 65. And then we fix the direction on that one and this one. And then, how do we do it? Okay, so then we come from here. So we went from there to like here and just underground as quickly as possible. It was like the third, fourth, right? Yeah, third, fourth. And just underground as quickly as we could, and then spin and do the same thing on this side. So there's 1, 2, there's 2, 3, there's 3, 4, and then nope, I'm on the wrong set. 1, 2, so this is 3, 4, and we go under, and then road guidelines are sometimes super nice and sometimes just super annoying. And so there's that one, and then we need to do the same thing right here. And then go back underground, connect you to there, connect you here, and there we go. We have 2 of our off-ramp, well, almost. I've got 1 more set of roads to complete. We do that to right there, and then this to right there. Okay, now we have two of the, I mean, actually we're at 6 of 8 is where we're actually at. So then I need this, and it's got to be something like that, and then, and now I understand that this is going the wrong way. Believe you me, chat, I understand. And there's that, and again, I understand that it's going the wrong way. We just upgrade, flip the direction, and something here is backwards. Oh, it won't upgrade that road. What? What if we do it like this? Okay, and then distance too short. Weird. Okay. Apparently it didn't like that. Did I not build you out far enough? Is this gonna have the same problem? It does. Okay, well there, it works that way. All right, I'll take it, whatever. Freebie, how's it going? 90 viewer hype, dang son. Don't forget traffic lights. Oh yes, thank you for the traffic light. The Master Destroyer. Shout out to him because I totally would have forgotten about the traffic lights. So we gotta shut off all the traffic lights that interact with the highway. So there we go, and we can resume the simulation. And then the next big thing that we need to do is we need to look at this demand for commercial. We need to meet that demand. So we're actually going to get to start building now. I know, freaking, like, our city will grow at this point. We have all of this spacing done. Actually, there's more spacing I need to do. I'm sorry. I need to, we always build certain things into certain positions. So we are super big on perfect land value. So Paradox Plazas are the way to get perfect land value. They are. Chat, don't challenge me. And to that end, we use 1 Paradox Plaza per every single city block. Every single city block gets a Paradox Plaza. Boom. Hey, Ludo, follow on Twitch TV. Thanks, man. Make sure don't stand commercial and end up with traffic issues. Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, look at this traffic. Look at that. It's just flowing ever. Where is this semi going? Why are they doing that? Why are they driving into my town to pull a Yui? And there's a few of them doing it. Like, watch this. He's returning to facility. He then just... What? Anyone know why that's happening? Have to have the plazas. True story, can confirm. We're gonna get a lot of anger about not having a working power grid for a while. Just BT dubs. It's not because we've actually screwed up the power. Let's double check. No, power's not actually screwed up. It's just because we placed these parks down and they're not getting powered. They'll be powered one day. One day, chat. Don't you worry. 1560, 1560, 1920. 1920, 1560. 1920, 1560. And like, we're just, I mean, we're just perfecting our grid right now. This is how we avoid traffic problems. That, like, traffic problems, 1560 by 1920. Traffic problems are the biggest challenge for City Skylines. If you have traffic problems, your police can't respond, your ambulance can't get there, your fire departments can't get there, your hearses won't arrive. Nothing works if your traffic is bad. So, like, before you even consider, like, any... Like, before you ever consider buying, like, oh, I see that my crime is high. Before you look at placing down more police stations, consider your traffic first. I love this build. I have pretty bad OCD myself, and this is so perfectly mapped. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You know, it's not for everybody. We get a lot of people that are, like, some complainers, and they hate it. So I really appreciate seeing the kind words in chat, too. There's an abandoned building in the city, by the way. Yeah, it's just because we've got low demand for industrial. I don't think that we have enough buyers for goods. But that's because we just don't have enough commercial right now. So, I mean, I could do this, and this will improve it a bit. Just get some dense commercial place down. But I mean, look at this. From one city tile, this is the first placement we've done on a second tile, we're making $50,000. $50,000. 5 followed by 4 zeros. Off of one city tile. We've got to keep that up. That's our goal. Do we think that we can have 2 city tiles rake in $100,000, or does it not scale that well? Okay, and finally we can do road guidelines again, and then we just bring them out. What does this cost? Is it $13.20? Yeah, okay, $13.20 on each one of these. And I don't know if we're going to end up using this space, or if, like, what's going to happen to it. I don't know. I don't know yet, chat. And look at that. Pedro, thanks for the follow, man. I like making 5,000 on my city. I'm making like 5,000. And I'm making 55,000 now. Just by adding that one city block of, and like, look at how much unused grid I have. All that is costing me upkeep. Each one of these has a $60 or 80 cents per week per cell. And look at how many cells we're using. It's a lot. It's a lot. So keep that in mind when we look at our profits. So we need to do some more over-unders. Doop to doop. I'm trying to figure out. So if this is here and this is here, how many city blocks is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, which means that it's an odd number. One DFS DJ just followed. Thanks for the follow, man. Your city is so perfect. My OCD thanks you. You're welcome. Master Destroyer. One line instead of 1560. Why don't you do one line instead of 1560 by 1920 over and over? I shut that off. I did. I shut it off. I shut it off 2 different ways and I refreshed. I'm sorry. It's to make sure that I get the spacing right. Because if you do very, very large sets like this, you can sometimes get off by just a little bit and you won't notice that you're off. And so I much prefer 1560 by 1920 because it ensures that I won't get off. Okay. What was that wording? 13 is the best number? Yeah. Oh, God. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I tried to shut it off. Okay, so if we do... If we were to say this is a point here, and this is a point here, that makes 3... No, that makes... Oh, God. It can't be perfectly symmetrical. Not with the way the city is currently laid out. We'd have to, like... We'd have to basically do... We could probably get one more tile out of this. But we plan on expanding one more this way, so it's not worth it. I need... I want to know what the spacing would be. It's impossible to know. It's impossible to know. IZE, thanks for the follow, man. I don't think Streamlabs integrates very well with the YouTubes. No, I think it does just fine. I just think I did something wrong. That's all it is. There's a death issue. It's probably a fake death issue. We get population booms, and whenever you get a population boom, that also means that you get a death boom. It's essentially saying if you have a lot of births at once, you're gonna have a lot of deaths at the same time, right? So really what's happening right now is we have, I mean, we're off of a population boom, and I can prove this. We're going to, whenever we look at our population, there's gonna be a large amount of adults and seniors. We don't have very many young adults and teens, and that's because our population is maturing, and now it's dying. So it's fake death. It's fake death. Remove the overlay on your video software, but then we can't see anything. We wouldn't be able to see donations, we wouldn't see Patreons, we wouldn't be able to see anything. So having a minor annoyance to be able to give thanks back to the people that like physically or fiscally, not physically, fiscally support the stream, it's worth it. There's a smiley face near the lake. I don't see it. Or are you talking about it up here? I don't see it here either. Nope, no idea. Okay, well let's continue placing down our paradox plazas, and then we could grow from here. Is this lower? No, this is upper right. I almost went lower left. That would have been bad news bears. We got to make sure that this is perfect land value, chat. That's what this is. The city of 1,000 parks. Yeah? Yeah? Hey, Nims, how's it going? How's it going, Gareth Lore? How are you doing? I'm off main. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks for the kind words, Chaos. Have a good night, man. Good night to you, sir. I didn't even see he shaved until now. I did. I have to find a job, chat. It is, that means I have to be clean shaven. City of 1,000 parks. Yes. Okay, did I finish? Looks good. Beautiful. And we still have this huge demand for commercial. So I mean, we're gonna meet that demand. Got it. How can you not see? It's next to it. I mean, maybe this kind of looks like a smile with the curve, and like this protrusion is the nose. No, I don't see it at all. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, what was that? My OCD, proud of the symmetry, but annoyed it doesn't fit right. Wait, what? Oh, we can't do anything about it not fitting perfectly, because it did on this side, but that was before we bought, you know, the second tile. So you can see right here, this is where the tile line would be, and you can see that it did fit perfectly there. So it's just, maybe at some point I can figure out some spacing, because the width here is a variable. This doesn't have to be exactly what that is. So we could perhaps extend this out and maybe make them slightly longer, like a slightly larger tile. I don't know. It's something that we would play with into the future. Okay, so I need... There's just too many highway connection points right now. Okay, or commercial is looking good. That's good. That's a good. We need to start building on the second tier here. We need to stop building industrial. That will never be industrial again. So it will, however, and let's just use the paint tool. It will be offices. And that just acts as a second buffer. Omega, thanks for the follow, man. That just acts as a buffer for the grossness that is... Yeah, okay, I had that right. That acts as a buffer for the grossness that is industrial to keep that grossness away from the commercial, thus improving the land value of commercial. Oh my gosh. I mean, we've just still got this crazy nuts commercial demand that we're working on meeting. And like, it's a little scary because this city has this commercial demand of extra tiles, which is bad news bears for us because we're not gonna build more than that. So, trees remove pollution? No, they don't. Trees remove air pollution, but not ground pollution. Okay, so I guess this is air pollution a little bit, but don't care. How many boxes do you have, Nims? 13 by 8, right? So that would be 104 parks so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already counted that. It's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. Yeah, 13 by 8. 13 by 8, so 13 times 8 is 104, so we have 104 parks so far. Yeah. Did you water up the grid? I sure did. That was one of the first things we did. So that's already done. How are we doing on power? Power's getting a little low. That can be better. I mean, I think we'll just put in another solar power plant over here. And then maybe a few more wind turbines. Okay, that got our power production squared out. We need more water. One more poopo. And that's already connected. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that guy down. Yeah. Wonderful, Chad. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. I didn't catch the start, so I didn't know. Oh, yeah, no worries. That was a good question. Is anybody else having problems with population on city skylines? Because nobody wants to live in my city for some reason. I put down all the things like parks and all that. I mean, it could be a happiness issue. Do you have a bunch of policies enacted that reduce happiness? Oh, we need the roads on the inside. Is your traffic so bad? Is your healthcare terrible? Is your crime awful? I mean, it's not just parks. It's I mean, crime rate, 6%. It's fire safety, but you can see that fire safety would be good if I didn't, like, didn't expand over here yet. And actually, let's just clean that out. Finish this off. Because then I might I can upgrade. Ooh. That's that J hook that we're doing in order to fill that space in. We've also got a lot of traffic lights to shut off in here now. It's gonna be 2 per city block. Beautiful. Let's go fishing in this city's crystal clear water. Yes, the water is crystal clear. It's beautiful water. It's beautiful. Look at it. Look at all this delicious water. Look at it. Don't look behind you. No. But look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yes. NIM streams from 5 to 9 CST. Yep, can confirm. In my city, I learned that one-way roads don't seem to help out traffic flow. In your city, I would tell you to copy my city. Really, what I would say is figure out some grid system like this. Because once you have this grid system down, dude, it's going to be so much easier for you to build and, like, make sense of how... And, like, this is super dense, too. Like, I am using very, very, very close to, like, the maximum possible space for my city. My roads aren't, like, I have to have good enough traffic to get to everything, and, like, I have to provide everything with goods and services, but outside of those goods and services, my city is basically capitalizing on, like, all of the rest of the available space. Oh, I screwed that up. That was almost really bad. Did chat tell me? Huh, no, you guys didn't. You would have just let me be miserable. It's alright, I caught it. No! Come on, road guidelines, don't do this to me. Beautiful. Okay, mucho better. Okay, looking good. Question, is the small area with the roads next to the freeway, is it for industries? The small roads next to the freeway. So, like, these roads right here, here, let me go into the traffic view and you'll be able to see what they are specifically. So they are underground. So this, the normal type of traffic, so if we look at this intersection over here, it's gigantic. It's huge, chat. It takes up so much space. And like, look at this. It only interacts with the highway on one side. If we were to compare that and like come over here and grab like a four-way, and so these are ones that I've downloaded, admittedly. But like the four-way, it's huge. It's huge. And even if we just look at like Cloverleaf intersection for a highway, huge again. And so if we were to think about this, that's still huge. So what we've basically done is we took this design, condensed it down to be able to fit in with this space. And so again, like this is how big it would be, right? You can see how much red it's got to it. And that's actually a much better idea of size and space. We've condensed it that down to be able to fit into between our city grids here. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. I wanted to do something else. What's the difference between... I'm gonna mess up. 1440. I should have made it further. I should have made it 1560 is the distance, because this is always 1560, right? No, it's 1920. Oh, shoot. I had the wrong road selected. Yeah, 1560. 1440. Oops. I meant to do that. Oh, well. So anyway, this just serves as highway access from any direction. So like if you're coming from the north side of town, you can enter the highway heading west. You can enter the highway heading east, and if you're entering the town, you can exit to the north, or you can come over here and then exit to the south. I mean, there's connectivity on all sides. So this is 8 intersections in this tiny little space, whereas this here is, I think it's 4, and it's like double the space. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If pollution does become an issue, maybe you could use the space there for trees. I have no idea what you could use for ground pollution. Nah, pollution's not going to be an issue. Say my name's Nims. Dude, that's weird. That's a weird thing to say. That's like some super, I don't know, that's creepy, man. You're super creepy. Hello from Spain! How's it going? Hola! That's girlfriend taught me this. Girlfriend is a Spanish major, so I should know this, chat. Hablo pequeño español. Habla? I don't know. It's something like that. Muy pequeño. Right? Look at the park in the industrial zone. I mean, they look like parks. No idea what you're getting at, chat. You're going crazy on me. We're dropping down to $31,000. Makes me a bit worried. Hablo, I speak. So, hablo pequeño. Hablo muy pequeño español. Hello from Holland, then. How many more sleepless Europeans watching this? I don't know. I think you're a very, very elite few. But hello, greetings. Spain. Nice. Nice. Extend. And good. And then we just do the same thing this way, and it feels so good whenever they line up with everything else. It means I didn't mess it up, chat. Didn't mess it up, hype. Sometimes you mess this up, and then it's just like, oh god, now I have to just go back and just figure out where I messed it up and redo everything. You gotta be double checking me, man. You gotta be double checking me. Parks in the industrial zone look worse than the river. I disagree. It's fine. It'll be okay. I think I might have figured out a way of doing this that allows me to build it faster. That feels quick. Yeah? I feel like my speed increased. Nim's got a bump in efficiency. Disconnected power grids. Yes, I'm aware, video game. It's just complaining about all of the parks that we're not currently powering. But we only have those parks in as spacers for the future. Oh, it feels so good. Look at this city grid. This is the best city ever. I zoomed out too far. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh wait, we missed a few city blocks over here. It's interesting seeing all the traffic that's moving through this space that like we haven't even, like there's nothing populating that space. There's no residential, there's no commercial. It's just traffic is moving through that because they want to get to the other sections of, I think it's commercial that they're trying to get to. Yeah, 100% it's all this commercial that they're trying to get to. Best city ever? Best city ever hype! Yeah. Okay. Nims is the epitome of efficiency. Thanks. I like it. I like it. Okay, I've got to do it up here now. So, and we don't get the super speed. We lost our super speed bonus. Nope. Yes. Oh, hey, Flame. I saw what you posted in the Discord last night. I agree with you. And, like, I don't want to say what it was, but I agree with you. The issue, I think, is coming from a, not necessarily YouTube, but a new audience. Which happens, like, I don't know if it's a trend that's a little bit hard to pay attention to because it happens so infrequently, but anytime that we get like a couple, like a bunch of new people watching the stream, whether it's a new game that we're playing or something like that, we always have the problem that we did the other day, last night. And I think that last night was the exact same problem. It wasn't necessarily a problem with YouTube, it was a problem with, what is this? They want goods? Not enough customers. Oh. Okay, well. Stop sucking. So yeah. I think that that's what it was. I don't think that it was anything to do with YouTube specifically. I think it was just a fault of a new audience. Okay, cool. So now I need to... Is my monorail still making hecka bank? I mean, it's still only costing me 1,280. Still makes $3,000. Not bad, not bad. So then what are we, so where's our slowdown now happening at? See, it was a fake dead people wave. I told you it was. See, there's no more dead people and I didn't do anything. How's our healthcare availability? Still pretty solid. Are all of our ambulances in use? Yeah, okay. Does it say how many ambulances a hospital is allowed to have? I don't know. Fire is okay. Police. So we've basically committed to saying that we're going to have a police station. So what is this right here? That's an elementary school. Okay, so we're gonna move some of these nope, we can't. We can't, because as this gets populated, we're gonna need them all the same. So we've committed to, like, on every third. See, it goes 1, 2, place, 1, 2, place. So it goes 1, 2, and then we'll place the elementary school right here. And then we'll do the same thing, 1, 2, place. And then we did the same thing with police. I think it was, yeah. And it's right next to those elementary schools. So there's 1, 2, place, 1, 2, place. And then what did we do for the other side? It was crematoriums and medical centers. So 1, 2, place, 1, 2, place, and then crematorium. If anybody's been here for the stream and you've hit the subscribe button, thanks for subscribing during the stream. My channel's too large to have that feature enabled, which, like, sounds weird, but it is. I need to shut it off. But thank you for the subscriptions, guys. I do appreciate it. I don't think Hunter understands that his approach to you, wait, what? What just happened? Oh, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Hunter, you have an official warning. Don't do it. Yeah. Okay, so good. So, okay, we're starting to get a demand for residential. That's nice. I need to, just continue to replace the residential that's back here with dense residential. And, like, that feels gross. We have only the tiny amount, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. So now what's going on here? We have all of these things saying not enough buyers for products. Is that because the commercial demand stopped? Is that because this ordinance for city planning is still on? Okay, interesting. I've never really played with these before, but, like, this says not enough buyers for products, so we turn this on to double their sales. If we shut this off, we don't want to turn on doubles the amount of goods, because then we would have an even worse of a problem for industrial. Homes into much cooler smart homes and raises land value around them. Interesting. We don't have a problem with land value. We don't need to do that. High-rise ban. I don't know why you would turn on high-rise ban. Once you get used to the game, it's easy. It's pretty nice. Are you going to connect your highway to the railway system? I don't know yet, because with how we're planning on building the city, we're definitely going to need to build a 3x3 city, right? And we're going to try to center the highway roughly in the middle. So I guess we would be taking over these tiles here, these tiles here. We want this pond, so how about we say we take this, and this. Yeah? And then that gives us our 3x3. That also, does that include? I can't tell if that just barely includes the tip of this railroad. Okay, we're gonna learn some here. I'm gonna have to roll back, but Okay, yes, it does just include the tip of that railroad. Okay, sweet. Load game. Now we know. Now we know! Fun fact, I don't have any relatives who speak English, and I've never studied for English tests, and somehow I talk fluent English. I mean, I can tell that you have some problems there. Like, we wouldn't say funny fact, we would say fun fact. And instead of saying I somehow talk fluent English, we would say I somehow speak fluent English. But like, dude, if that's all of the weird or oddities that you have about self-taught English, which is like, it's a dumb, like, the rules that English has is just, they're ridiculous. They're ridiculous. I mean, there's 3 types of there, and there. What? Like, English is tough, but it can be understood through thorough thought, though. Like, that's weird. I don't know. So, like, applause to you. Applause to you. Are we, is this? Yeah, this is high density. Wow, look at all the people, chat. There's so many people. And they're all going one way. Why are they all going one way? Huh. Interesting. I mean, it just must be people. I don't know why they'd all be on one side. I mean, that's crazy. Huh. No idea. No idea. I think it might be because they have more high density. No, that doesn't make any sense because they have the same amount of high density residential around them as this side does. No idea why that would be the way it is. No idea why it does what it do. How we doing on school availability? Pretty good on elementary. Pretty good on high school. University's falling a little bit. We could probably stand to bump that a hair. Yeah, that's pretty good. Wait, what happens when YouTubers die? Dude. English may have one of the most simplest alphabets, but the... And chat just got bumped. But the structure and application are extremely intricate. Yeah, dude, it really is. Reddit years ago still makes me smile. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. What's funny is your population is caught up to my city, and yet your city is half the size of mine. I mean, really, all of my population is still within 1 tile. I only have additional tiles over here dedicated to commercial. Spanish is a nice language. I mean, YouTube, or excuse me, English, I like the English alphabet makes sense. Like, the idea of needing to learn a specific thing, but there's also some dumb stuff inside the English alphabet, like the letter C is just stupid. The letter C should not be in our alphabet. The only thing that, the way that it should be changed, chat, and this will never happen, but God, I would be so happy. C only serves, okay, so if you have like a C, it makes it sound like a K. So if you want to say cat, you use a K. And if you want to use, or like, a C that makes it sound like an S, just use the S. The only time C is beneficial is for the CH noise, the ch noise, like cheese. But then, so C should still be a letter. But we should get rid of, so cheese should be spelled C-E-E-S-E. And like, I know that blows your brain, but like, who decided to spell it C-H in the first place? And like, for example, if I spelled, but then there's even dumb stuff like chaos is spelled C-H-A-O-S. That should just be K-A-O-S. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. The C as a letter is the dumbest letter, chat. I hate that letter. It's the worst letter. Elect me president, I will get rid of the penny and the letter C. But we could still use C in that weird way too. No, it's gross. Yeah, I mean, Kit Kat, exactly. CH and AH should have their own letters too. Well, that's what I'm saying, is get rid of the K from C, get rid of the S from C, and then C only exists for the CH noise. So Chinese in English would be spelled C-I-E-N-S-E. It's hard to say it without the H in there, but like, right. Wow, the letter my name starts with, Nims hates, real offended, JK. I would just say that you're, like, what, is your name Chris? Are you sure your name isn't Tris? Because that's ridiculous. K-R-I-S makes way more sense. I hate pennies. It costs more to mint than their value. It's like 1.6 cents to make them. You know who the biggest lobbyist is for the penny industry? Or for pennies? The zinc industry. Wanna guess what pennies are made out of? Zinc. Wanna know what the definition of corruption is? The penny not being retired, even though it costs our government money to make that. Or by the way, it's like Internet Freedom Day. Or cable companies writing new cable law. That's ridiculous. That's like saying the bank robber gets to write the new laws regulating banks. Which I guess that happened too. Oh my god, what is wrong with our government? Zinc, note the C. It should be a K. Z-I-N-K. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, chat. That's still good. Okay. What, dude? There's no language called Chinese? What? Did I say the language of Chinese? I mean, I just said Chinese earlier, whenever I referenced, like, saying CH. What is wrong with our government? Our last election is a problem with our government. In Breaking Bad, they make batteries out of copper pennies. I mean, it used to be copper, but it's not anymore because copper is too expensive. That's the whole point, Lego Loppy. So they changed it to zinc because zinc is cheaper than copper. And now zinc, to make a penny, it's like 1.6 cents. Whereas a penny is worth 1 cent. What? What? Nathan says, much love, Limbs. Thank you so much for the love, Nathan. I appreciate that. Thank you. Man, I am, something's going on here. I just don't have the speed, I guess. I was expecting once we built this area that it would grow. Oh, hey, I gotta pause or else stuff is gonna de-zone itself. Monorail. Monorail with road. Build that. Put this here. Extend it out. And then we've got to... Yep, it happened. I suck. That was not supposed to happen. Okay. And then I need to go back and I need to upgrade that road to be connected. And And then we have to come up with some new path to connect it. Which, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And, like, realistically, I need to do the same thing here. So while I'm doing one, I might as well just do the other. Do I have the right one? Yeah, monorail station with road. That was weird. Why did it get so spun? You see, this is why we paused the game, so we could just boop, replaced. And they never even knew anything happened. So anybody know why, after meeting the demand, our city dollars fell drastically? Why? We haven't built that much in the way of new stuff. Parks aren't that expensive. I mean, that might have cut into $1,000. It's just got to be our tax. Oh, is it industry? Is our industry all dying? It might be because all of our industry is dying. Traffic's still looking real good. What do they need? More customers. The only way you could try to sell it for more than it's worth is if you're selling to a collector or melting it down and selling it, and melting down is illegal. Yeah, don't melt down your pennies, chat. Don't do that. The new university costs a bunch. Was it that expensive though? $1,900, I mean $2,000 a week. Okay, yeah, sure, it's a little expensive, but like we've identified $3,000 of loss. Maybe we could jack that up to like $5,000 if we include all the roads that we built. So, okay, let's see. How much of roads? 8,000. So, all of our roads, so basically we added another 4,000 in roads. So we could say we've identified where 10,000 of those expenses have come from. I mean, maybe some of it's our, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I don't know. So now how do we connect these guys? Create new line, there to there to there. And then we just double back, right? Something. He has a mod for soil and a mod to destroy abandoned buildings, but the rest is vanilla. Yeah. So it's basically vanilla. But it's not technically vanilla. We don't have anything that like greatly modifies anything about the game. It's just destroying abandoned buildings is tedious, and see, we saw that one get destroyed, so we could probably, yep, right there, that guy got destroyed. Destroying abandoned buildings is tedious, and so like me doing all of that would just slow down the stream by so much that it would be boring to watch. And for the interest of us being happy and entertained, I'm like, okay, let's get the mod that automatically does that. And then like the same thing happens. So you know how we carved out this huge space over here? The same thing happens there. I mean, yeah, I could. It costs the exact same, but to do something like that, it's like, okay, let me grab or destroy all of this, and then I need to place it, I need to put it over here, and then destroy a little bit more and put it over here. Destroy, place, destroy. We tried to do it legit, a stream or two ago, or the last time that we played City Skylines, rather, and it was a miserable experience. It took like 2 hours there. Yeah. So what time is it where you guys are at right now? 6:43. The people get mad at you for the noise of the monorail, but get super happy for having a line. Yep, they do. They do. Okay, so I think we can upgrade our next set. Maybe it's also because I'm like currently upgrading and changing. Like I'm kicking out residential at the same time. But this is up to, I mean, 42,000. And we've almost managed to fully evict all of our regular residential. I mean, I think we just go for it, right? Yeah, let's just go for it. I don't even care at this point. Whoa! Going for it, hype! Okay, we're done. And that's gonna, I mean, that's gonna hurt our profits. We basically just evicted $3,000 worth of revenue from our city, which is gonna hurt a little bit. But it should come back in the form of the super dense residential here in a bit. Yeah. Nims prefers the most vanilla experience possible. Exactly. Like there are things that, because I'm a creator, I'm an entertainer. We need to be here having fun together. And like first and foremost, we have to have fun. If we're not doing that, then like what are we doing? And then after that, my personal preferences can come out. And so like my personal preference is I like I like big butts, chat. I like the vanilla experience. It makes me feel good to see what the base game as the developer intended it can do. Okay, nice. I like it. I like it. The time in my country is 3:46. Is that PM or AM? I swear to God, I hate anyone who calls it soccer. It's a bit angry. It's a bit angry. I mean, it's just a culture that's different than yours, and hating someone that's not from your culture, well, that's how a lot of racism happens. So like, don't hate people from other cultures simply because it's not your culture. I need to... I don't know. I definitely 100%. I need to add, like, I need to shift this guy. Highway intersections being this close to each other, we know creates traffic. We need these to be more spaced out. So it's just a question of, like, how do we space them out? See, but, like, I would spell soccer, S-O-K-E-R. In my elect NIMS presidents. It makes no sense to call it soccer. It's incorrect. It's just a culture that you don't understand, man. Just because they say something different doesn't mean it's wrong. It is not incorrect. Can we build one farm district just for the giggles? Yeah. Do we have even any decent farmland? No. We don't. Okay. I do, however, want to do something else. So we know that we're not going to buy this tile. We're not going to do anything over here. And I want to see if we can create... This might be dumb. This might be real dumb. We're finally recovering. We're finally up to $36,000. This might be really dumb, chat. I'm just about to lay off, like, tons and tons of people. But, like, YOLO it, right? And I need it to be done in real time so we can do this. It's actually called soccer football, as rugby is also called rugby football. Soccer is a form of football, same as Aussie rules for American football. And yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. Why do you call a game in which the ball is carried around by hand football? I think that question was already answered for you. Scroll up. DeFranco and Nims 2020. It's the Phillips squared. I don't know if he would be on board with having me as his VP. I don't know. I'll bring jobs to America. I'm gonna be the greatest, Look at this. This is what type of job is this called? I forget what the presidents always refer to this as. Well, that's a problem, but that's just because. God, what is it? What is this type of job called? I forget. It's when you're making roads. What is that called? How did this chat change into a conversation about football? Because because of you. What? Did you forget already? Because you had a hissy fit because people call soccer, soccer. Public servant transportations? No, it's not that. We are an arborist? Yeah. Where are you from, Nims? I find your accent soothing. I'm from the Midwest in the United States. As far as like United States goes, the Midwest is kind of, Wally, so? Thanks for the follow, sir. The Midwest is kind of known for just not having an accent. Like, compared to California, compared to New York, compared to Texas, compared to like the South, the Midwest is just, I have the essentially generic American accent. Is New York has that I don't even want to attempt it, but has that Bronx style, and like there's even multiple subtypes of New York accent. I am generic like I realize that no accent is an accent. I know that, I'm aware, and that's why I said I have the generic one. Okay, hang on, I want to see something. Did planting all of these trees make it like hecka? It did. We need to plant more trees, chat. We can make it more hecka. Generic American? I mean, that's really what it is. President Nim's efficiency. So we're getting there. It's... Whenever the president says that he wants to create a bunch of jobs, he then says it will, like, I will... Infrastructure? Is that what it is? It's something like infrastructure, isn't it? I think that's what it is that's what they usually say, is like, oh yeah, I will build the infrastructure, I will improve America's infrastructure and bring jobs back. Something like that. Nims, run for president because you'll do great because you can run entire cities. You know, that's what Chris Christie's platform was. Like, I think you were being sarcastic, but like, somebody actually did that recently. More trees, evil laugh. Mwahaha! Save the planet, plant more trees! I am evil. Man, and what sort of dystopian future is planting trees an evil laugh sort of thing? And infrastructure through innovation is a phrase he likes. Yeah, infrastructure jobs. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because you can't outsource infrastructure. Like, you have to have an American building the road. I mean, yeah, you could probably have like the big counter fear there would be like illegal immigrants or something like that. But like, it's still a job that's being completed in America, I think is the point there. And I think those jobs are typically also unionized. So like, it is one of them good union jobs sort of thing. I love food. Me too. Who doesn't love food? Finally, something we can agree on with Red. It's great that your name is Red because you are definitely acting as the rival. I can find me some Chinese slave labor like the railroads. Oh man, that got dark so quick. Is that enough for trees now? That seems like a lot of trees, chat. Okay, cool. It's a lot of trees. That's some pretty dark green. I like it. We had like a worker shortage so big in my country that we actually invited people from our colonies to fill the guest workers, is what we call them, before racism killed that phrase. Where do you live? What country? Never going to bring back jobs as long as it costs so much to employ Americans. Just think about why Americans are such expensive employees. Is Trump actually for real? I mean, seriously, he was voted in. This isn't some mass North American joke. He does give the rest of the world some amusement, but I'm worried for you all. It's not a joke, and that's the sad part. Red was the protagonist in the first game. Was he? I thought Red was the antagonist. I thought he was your rival. Nims, you're awesome! Thanks, DRP, I appreciate that. I take offense when people make fun of the POTUS. I mean, if you do, then, like, I'll see you. Bye. And, like, it doesn't even matter. No one is above criticism, and that's what the point of free speech is that no one is above criticism. And so, like, criticizing the president by either making fun of him or else, like, otherwise, is what the whole point of free speech is. So I really hope that was sarcasm. Really hope. Blue was the antagonist? Really? Dude, my childhood is like... I don't know. I feel like I'm backwards now. Is left right? Is up down? Am I driving on the wrong side of the road? Okay, seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and fill this in. And then while it's paused, we need to create a district. Whop, and do something like that, and then we'll make it a bit smaller. And then we say, I want it to be, how do we do this? It was this button. Yeah, I screwed that up. Okay. Boom. And this was going to be, we need a name, chat. Trees, and trees. I'll give you a bit to think of a name. Oh, it didn't save. Trees, and trees. I'll give chat a minute to think of a name. If you don't come up with a name that's better than trees, or trees, then it's gonna stay the way that it is. It depended on what version you had, though, didn't it? Yeah, I had version blue. Maybe that's what it was. I had blue version, and thus that made red the rival. If you had red version, I bet blue was the rival. Daniel coming in hot with that assist. Shady Woods, Treemageddon. Shady Woods, Bon Terre, which is where I live. Okay, we got it, chat. Boom, done. I like it. That was the best one. That was great. Viridian Forest. Okay, and did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Forestry Friends, LTD. Got it. It's beautiful, nice. Oh, hey, check it. Yeah, I realize that you're still disconnected. It's all the parks. We need that. Oh, hey, look at this. So we're up to 48,000 people. So we can start, and we have a small demand for residential, which means that we can actually start to fill in, like, some of this extra residential space. That's awesome. Oh, hype. And TBH, we could probably do something like this. Oh, we have some sort of traffic problem somewhere. All of our traffic is going into the further outer left lane. Okay, and that is because these two are too close to each other, which is causing this. Actually, that slowdown is being caused by a different reason. No, it's all in the outer left lane, is what the problem is. Okay, yep. So we gotta do something. We gotta move. I knew that this was gonna happen, but we just needed that for the start of the game. Alright, so we gotta do some stuff here, chat. We knew this was coming. We knew it was coming. It's alright. It's alright. Come on. Thank you. Okay, so I've got to figure out the spacing now. So, like, that's fine. We could just go there, and then traffic will fix. The traffic will be fixed now. We might not even need the third connection yet. Okay, so there's 2 breaks. Can we put, like, what if we go for... No, wait, it is. It will be parallel or symmetrical. Oh, Colossal City, nuclear power plant, cargo hub, nicely done. 50,000 people, hype. And we got a bonus for hitting that. But, like, let's be honest, we hit 50,000 people basically with 1 tile. Again, these 3 residential areas right here are the first in new tiles. Everything else is over here. So we basically hit 50,000 people with 1 tile. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so we have 3 highways here, and Leonardo just hit that follow button. Thanks for smashing the like or the follow button. I do appreciate you. And then connect like that, and then we just put our new highway connection point right here, and this will help alleviate some of the traffic. We might need to move some things though. Yeah. So in red and blue, blue is the antagonist, whichever version you pick. I don't think that's right. Red and blue is Gen 1. The only flaw of the perfect grid is the way traffic works. Yeah, we have to do some weird stuff in order to make the highway work. But we know what the weird stuff is. I just need to do it. That's all. It's not bad. I want these as far away from the highway connection points as possible. Because these points that I'm placing them should be some of the lowest traffic points in the city. So like adding traffic there isn't going to be a problem. Okay, so then we need to go for... So, I mean, we're building another one. It's 65 degrees 4 times. So 65, 65, 65, and 65. Then I need to reverse the direction on this one and this one. And then we need to go, hey, that is a YouTube sub. That is just someone somewhere who doesn't even know that we're streaming right now. Thanks for subbing, random person. Okay, so then I need to go right here, and we need to shut off road guidelines. Okay, didn't like that. That's interesting. We've done this like 100 times, but okay, video game. And then we need to do the same thing right there, and then we... Oh, we just did it all underground. Whoops. Okay, that didn't work. I was just trying to see if how far or how close we could make it. So for 1, 2 doesn't work. Let's try 2, 3. 2, 3 does work. But that's a bit of a, that's a heck of a curve there. So let's try going like 3, 4. I think it's a little bit better of a curve. Okay, so we'll just standardize it and we'll just say 3, 4. Okay, cool. All right, that's perfectly connected now. Then we just got to do the same thing, but on the other side. So let's go back up to above ground. We should probably try to standardize this. Should we do just 3, 4 all the way around? So like this is 3, 4. No, it can't be 3, 4 on this side because we would then interfere with that. So let's try maybe, I don't know, 5, 6. Pretty good. And then we got to do the same thing on the other side. So we go to 5, 6. So there's 1, 2, there's 3, 4, there's 5, 6. And then we go above it and page up to be able to get across the highway. We just do a straight shot, and then we grab a point. Then we find out where the viable point is. And it doesn't seem like it wants to give us one. But we found one regardless. We just upgrade and reverse the direction, and now it's good. And now it goes 1 on the outskirts, and then highway connection, then 1, 2, 3 highway connection, 1, 2, 3 highway connection, 1 on the outskirts. Look at that, chat. Isn't the symmetry beautiful? Hit the play button. See you later, Master Destroyer. It's been a great stream. I gotta go. Maybe I'll tune in later, but see ya. Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out while you could. I will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central. Are you using mods? Asks the Happy King. We are using kind of 2. We're using 1 mod that automatically destroys abandoned buildings for us. It's just because it's slow, it's tedious, it's boring. And like our goal, our desire here is entertain, and boring is not entertaining. So we have the auto destroy abandoned buildings, and then we also have the unlimited soil availability. It's not even a mod, it's just a thing that you can turn on in your settings. So we have the unlimited soil availability turned on because the same thing, man, the same thing. It is just so tedious. Like if there was a mountain right here, taking down the mountain, then to move the mountain, to continue to take down the mountain because we're too full or have too little, it's just mind-numbingly slow and boring. So to that end, no, we're not gonna do that. We have those 2 mods. One of them is a mod, and the other one's a feature or an option. Didn't know he was streaming yesterday. Was it on YouTube? Yes, it was indeed. I was sad he wasn't streaming, but he was actually streaming. Yeah, I was. Although, trying to keep up with both chats at the same time, I'm kind of leaning towards, if we're going to give YouTube a legitimate attempt to be a viable streaming platform, I think that we should only support 1 stream chat at a time. Oak's grandson is Blue, which means that Blue is the rival. In the anime, Blue just named Gary, and in Pokemon Origins, which is basically Gen 1, Blue is still the rival. Interesting. I could have sworn Red was the rival. The reason why we didn't fill this in all the way is because we've got to worry about how it connects to electricity. So if for example, if a building had, like a commercial building had set up all the way over here, it wouldn't be close enough to receive power. So we only did that thin line so that way they can jump, the power can jump the street and power that way. And we are good on power. How are we doing on water? Water availability. We could just put 1 more of these down. Yeah, just 1 more. Uno mas. Done. Easy peasy, rice and cheesy. How's our incinerators? Ooh, we're getting a little bit close on these incinerators. So let's just go ahead and we're gonna put 1 there, 1 there, and then 1 here and 1 there. And why am I here? 321 just followed on Twitch. Thanks for hitting that follow button, man. I do appreciate it. Okay, so we've got to figure out why this slowdown is happening here. It's because all traffic is continuing to move to that far left lane. It's just interacting with highways, man. And see how it's all in this far left lane? That's why. Why do they choose to do that? That behavior, it would never happen in real life. Is this highway too much here? Or should we have more disconnects? Like, should we have more than 3 segments in between each highway? Because that's ultimately what it is. That's how their AI determines what lane should they be in. Interesting. Okay, question. I don't remember if we ever found out the answer for this. Does that improve the flow of traffic? I know what the problem is. We never did that. That'll help a bit. But still. Do we need more sections in between? Do we need more than 3? Do we need more? Do we need... I don't know. Your stream schedule. My stream schedule every day, 5 p.m. Central. We're currently giving it a try on YouTube, trying to see what the YouTube service is like, trying to see how we like it, trying to see if we could generate more views, a bigger audience, more fun, more good. Because we've been streaming, I mean, every single day since like February on Twitch. And like, I think we've only managed to bring like 20 regular viewers in, which just gets hard at times because sometimes it's just like there's nobody, just the way schedules work out with everybody else. Sometimes chat is just empty, which makes the stream not fun for me, which then makes the stream not fun for any one of the people, because there's a lot of lurkers too, right? So we need chatters, and like, chatters come with a bigger stream, and that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Always stream on YouTube? Maybe. I mean, that's what we're here. That's why we're testing it, right? Yes, I'm aware of the new buildings. Thank you very much, video game. 1920, and how much is it bringing in? $4,000. So we added $700 it cost. It used to be $1,200, but that extra $700 added $1,000 to $1,500 in use. So like pretty good, pretty good. I prefer Twitch over YouTube, but I'll watch wherever I can. Yeah, I think he is still deciding, though he did say that he might stop Twitch to give YouTube a legit chance. Yeah. It actually looks like my restream chat, which combines both chats together, just broke, and it's only doing Twitch now. And the picture suggests that you have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. Nims, may I share your channel? GDRP, please. Thank you, man. The YouTube, the YouTube adpocalypse, man, has hurt us a lot. I am not going to. Oh, how's Viridian Forest doing? Dude, look at Viridian Forest. Flame Wheel. It's amazing. It's so beautiful and dense. Look at it. Think about all of the bug Pokemon that would be inside. It's pretty good, pretty good. It's 4:10, I'm off to bed. Thanks for an excellent stream. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Do I know you? Only people that I know personally usually use my name instead of Nims. Anyway, there are 3 options for blue for the hero. Blue, Gary, and John. And the 3 for rival. Red, Ash, and Jack. Oh, okay. Wow. Name more trees, evil laugh. I mean, why is look at that? Somebody just tweeted me. Why are you cutting down all the trees? I hope your city will not turn into a barren wasteland now. Save the trees. It's sustainable trees. What? Video game. You make no sense. You make no sense. I guess that's kind of the point though. Is like think about how many people make sense on Twitter. Not very many, chat. Not very many. I think I'm just gonna go all out with offices for the short term. We've got a decent demand for... Okay, so at this point we could just fill all of this in. It's nice. Okay, let's see. How are we doing on like upgrading? 20. Well, somehow, some way, our city is not. Our buildings aren't all the way up to level 5. What's causing our buildings to stop? Educate more citizens. That was not. That was health. University is amazing. Oh, elementary school is terrible. Okay, that'd cause the problem. Well, we kind of know that we're gonna do that. And then right next to the elementary school, what do we put? A police station. Oh yeah, gotta keep them little kids out of trouble. Don't you know? So then the police station, and then we do the same thing. Does that connect it? Ooh, it does. Check it, check it, check it out. And then I keep doing that. How about high school? Oh my God, we're hurting, chat. We're hurting. What if I put like a high school right here? Do you think that'll power jump? Shoot. Nope, it doesn't. No, well. Oh, but it doesn't power jump to the other one. What if we put it here? Will it power jump now? Come on! What do we put across? Med centers and crematoriums. So med center, crematorium. I did it again. Okay, so we've got high school. I mean, we still got high school, so we need to get down. How do, chat? How do? I just don't know, like, what the patterning is in order to get the capacity for high schools and elementary schools correct. Because, I mean, we just put one elementary school on every frickin' city block through there. That's a little bit excessive, don't you think? But, I mean, if you gotta do what you gotta do. Good God. All of that only bumped our capacity by the tiniest of margins. Okay, that's better. So high school, I mean, we still need more high schools? What? Oh my God. This is insane. Okay, so I could put that there, which then creates a power jump again. It's just crazy. Actually, at some point, one of these is wrong. I'm gonna need to fix that. It goes 1, 2, place. 1, 2, 3. So this one's the wrong one. It's easy enough to fix, though. I think. What goes on the south side? It's an elementary school and a police station. Okay, so elementary school, police. And that means med center. And this is right here. CIA Gaming with the $2 super chat. Please work.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yes! Hi! I just sub, aka I love this game. Thank you so much, CIA, for the $2 tip. You super appreciate it, sir. Without support from people like you, I would not have a job. And, like, YouTube is trying their darndest to make sure I don't have a job. Ugh. Okay, okay, so then we can move this back onto that side, and then that keeps the power jump alive. Alrighty-roo! And then let's just go ahead and get the placement down before we start to build anything else. Let's go ahead and say, like, monorail station with a road. We know that we're gonna be putting this, excuse me, can I please destroy the roads? Monorail station with a road. We know that it's gonna go right here, so, like, may as well go ahead and get it placed now. You feel, chat? Do you feel me? And see, like, why? Why? Stop. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, if you love this game, what do you think of our city so far? So this was my original tile right here. This is, I mean, you can see, here, I'll show you the line. So you can see where my original tile is. And so with this original tile, that's what we got so far. Feels pretty good. I mean, we were making plus $50,000 from a single tile when we started this with this playthrough. I really love watching this game, TBH. It's so much fun, isn't it? Well, it seems like a dichotomy with the two different colors and different between the two. No one would know what name he had unless someone told him. Are you guys still talking about Pokemon? What? Amazing. Better than anything I've tried. I mean, 63,000 people in basically like the only additional area that we have for residential is these 3 city blocks right here. So 63,000 people basically from one tile. Yeah, I mean, we can knock out, I mean, 3 city blocks, and that's what? That's probably worth like 5,000 there. So upwards of 50,000 people from one tile. Think about what it'll be like once we fill this tile in. It's gonna get a little crazy. It's gonna get a little crazy, huh, chat? And we can fill this in. Girlfriend says she really loves this game. You know what I really love? Girlfriend. I always make a school city that has like all the schools, and the city is connected to all cities for actual citizens with public transports. I absolutely adore public transport. I mean, we do a pretty good job with public transport in the city. So like, here's what we've got so far, and obviously I now need to get like some of these routes connected and things like that. You get the idea. You know what I'm going for, but it's coming. It's coming. And actually, we can go ahead and start to upgrade some of this here and connect these guys all together. If it tries to upgrade any roads that are incorrect, please let me know, because it does that all the time. This road upgrade tool is like super sensitive. Okay, there's that. And now I'm just gonna make a series of interconnected squares. Each square will have four stops to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this will be a stop, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this will be a square, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And so I need to come in here. Isn't there a mass transit option that's like delete a rail? I need to delete the old connector that we had. I don't remember how do we do it though. Damn, that land value. That land value so good. Chat, would you live in my city? I would live in my city. Ooh, first streamer to read my chat messages. I mean, we're super interactive with chat, man. Super interactive in chat. I try to read all of the messages. See you later, Miss Castle. Have a good night. I want to live in the city that everything works. Well, we have power. We have water. We have incineration. Crematorium availability is amazing. Average health is pretty good with plenty of capacity. Fire department. We're just expanding into this part of the city, so like bear with me, bear with me. It's not my fault, not my fault. Crime rate 6%. Actually, I'm curious. Let's we're gonna do a thing, chat. We're gonna do a thing. Okay, Google. What's the national crime rate in the United States? Okay, let's try this again. What's the crime rate in the United States? I almost dropped my phone. It doesn't tell me. I want a fancy answer. I want my phone to talk to me. There's a percentage increases, but I want to know what the percentage crime rate is. Come on. The majority of them were aggravated assault. Oh no, wait, that's violent crimes. But it doesn't tell me like a percentage of the population that is like involved in crime. That's what I want to know. Okay. Let's try this. What's the crime rate in Kansas City? I live in Kansas City, BT Dubs chat. No, okay, it doesn't want to work. Somebody better at Google with more free time than me, please Google this. Thank you. Okay, thank you. So I gotta figure out how to destroy that extra line. Lines overview. This is what it was. Is that somebody that just got the information? Okay. Nope, that was something else. Monorail line 1, 3. Okay, so 3. Can I hide everything except for 3? Okay, just show me 3. Okay, so 3 is the most popular line in the city right now, with 870 passengers. All right, those are rookie numbers. We gotta pump up them numbers, kid. Okay, let's delete the most popular line in the city. That's a little bit terrifying, but you know what, it is what it is. So now let's work on creating all of our, interconnected squares, right? So this, and actually we should probably label this. So this should be line 1A, and then it should be line 1A, and this should be like line 1B. I don't know. They need to have the same name, because we know those are the same line, just opposite directions, right? So it's confusing to think of them as 1, 2, etc. It should be 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3C, etc., etc., etc. So like now, when we go to create the next version of the line, we should do the same thing here. Create a line. 1, 2. You know that works. It's fine. Add stop. 3, 4. Finish. And then we need to do the same thing here, but the other way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. And now we need to come in here and look at lines overview. So we now have 3 and 4. This needs to not be 3 and 4. This should be 2A and 2B. Okay. It's beautiful, chat. Beautiful. And then we need to do one more. And then this will be 3A, 3A, 3B. So hang on, I actually need to do one thing. I need to not see those, so that way we can make sure that we build correctly. Create new line. And then do the same thing in reverse. Complete line, and then line overview. So this is now 5 and 6, so this should actually be 3A and 3B. All right. And now we resume, and we see how many Buku Bank dollars. So right now, it's profiting $3,900. We'll just basically call it 4K. So we're making $4,000 using a monorail in our city, and it's costing us $2,500. So let's just 3x and give it a watch. Let's get just 3x and give it a watch. $3,500. It's still gonna be, or $2,500 rather. And it's at about 35. It's gonna take a little bit for it to start getting used. Maybe we should distract ourselves with something else. Forestry's making us $1,000. Go, 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 Viridian Forest! You can color them different to keep them apart by clicking on the pink box. Oh, look at that! We sure can. So, like, 1A can be green. But that's like, it's gonna be so hard to keep them actually separate. I wish that it had just a bunch of preset colors for me. That would be nice. So, does that mod exist? Nims, you should start the live a bit earlier because I don't know if you noticed, a lot of people watching live end up going to bed because they're tired, and you could make the stream earlier. Maybe. But like, people also generally lose interest over time. So it's hard to say if it's people going to bed or just people losing interest over time. Let's go dark blue for 2. It's about the same. Okay, cool. So now we have 3. Beautifully done, chat. And like, thank you for pointing that out. I was unaware. And so now, obviously, 1A and 1B are going to be the most popular because those are going to be in the most, like, heavily trafficked part of the city. Yeah. And we'll see how it goes once it all has a chance to update. Because this one, which is part of... Yeah, this one here should be just as popular as 1 and 2. Like, so, or excuse me, this line 2 should be just as popular as line 1. And so, we just gotta wait and see. Line 1B and line 1A, okay, they're basically the same, and 2 is catching up. I mean, it's all growing, so that's good. That's all we want to see. And how are we doing on profit? $2,500, and oh yes, up to $5,000. We're doubling our profit. This is the first time in like City Skylines history that I've ever made like a significant profit. Even in my last stream, we found out the profit potential of monorails, but we were never able to actually make more than like 10% more. We're making double right now, and like, we're not even really exploiting line 2, or excuse me, line 3. We're making almost double, and we're not even using line 3 yet. Could you imagine, chat? Could you imagine how many dollary dues we would make if we had line 3? Like, if line 3 was being used more. Like, line 3 takes no traffic. Actually, line 2's barely taking traffic. This is probably empty. Yeah, we kind of figured that. Still, 213 people in a week. But like, compare that, 213, to what's going to be the most dense. 964? So, right, you get the idea. You get the idea. What just happened? I don't lose interest. I love your streams, and I don't get tired or lose interest on something I love watching. Well, thanks, man. The houses of 2 are not as high level of 1, so there's not as many people. Interesting. So like the reason, so let's take a look at 2. So 2 is here. Yeah, it's not. They're level 3. Educate more citizens. I keep doing that. I clicked the wrong one. High school is just, I mean, high school. And I guess I could just put another high school down. Is that the pattern for high schools? Like this guy would move there, that guy would move. Okay, so we would have to skip that one. Then one, so it would be, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And how many high schools do we have just chilling over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'd have a surplus of 2 high schools then if we made this the pattern. So like, let's do it. That, I mean, that seems to be the pattern. So then people are gonna get a little angry at us. We're gonna lose some dollars for a minute. It's you know what, it's cheaper to move them. I was just like, I don't care, I'm just gonna build a bunch of them. But you know what, that's actually really, like, I would be a terrible mayor if I did that, right? That's just such a waste of money. Oh man, it's getting... good? Okay, so then this needs to be moved here. And then... yeah, we've only got to move the one last one. Our availability's a little nuts, but that's because we have so much blank space over here. And actually, this guy, with our pattern, won't be there. So then, yep, we've got to buy this one, and then he goes there, and then we just grab the mass residential tool, and we just do this. Boom. Easy. All of the holes filled in. And then we do the same thing for commercial, and boom. Easy. All of the holes filled in. GG easy, chat. GG easy. I help random streamers on YouTube, but I can't make a city with more than 100,000 people myself. Oh man, I think the last stream we were pushing for more than 400,000. People watching this, including Nims, who are your favorite singers? John Bellion is probably my favorite. John Bellion. Bye. See you later. Have a good night, man. We could probably just bulk fill at least this much in. Let's just fill in the first 2 tiles. To just get it all connected, you know? And then that still lets me come back behind with the paint bucket tool because it connects through these 2 tiles there. So it saves me on clicks in the future because Nims is lazy. Nims is a lady, chat. Can confirm. I'm back. Hi, how's it going, Mr. Mino? How are you? Mercury from Queen. Cool, cool. Make it over 9,000. Our population is already over 9,000. Our income is already over 9,000. Our bank balance is way over 9,000 from 2 tiles. Now I'm still curious. Why are we not getting? So we're section 2. What are they waiting on? Educate more citizens to be upgraded. Hey, with the sub. Thanks, man. Elementary. So what's going on here? Is it because it's too far away? IDK, my friends. IDK, my friends. We're gonna do the same thing up and over here to be able to connect all of the parks, so people quit yelling at me that their parks aren't powered. Ugh. All right, and moving the traffic or moving the highway connection points, moving the on-off ramps, how it interacts with my city, basically making it 1, 2, 3 highway, 1, 2, 3 highway, definitely seems to have helped. Fixing up the stoplights, however, has done way more than that did. Okay, so I guess at this point we do need to just come through while we're waiting on things to update and fix and blah 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 blah. Actually, there's a bit that we could fix here. So this section of residential, we're gonna evict like 20,000 people here, chat. Which means, and like this is dangerous right here to just a zone that much residential, because that just means that as soon as there's a demand, boom, it's filled, which means it's a huge population spike, which means in the future there will be a huge death spike. But you know what? That's future Nims' problem, not my problem today. Not my problem today. Do you understand? Not my problem today. Square cities are generally easier, yeah. I also built about 20 towns per map, not one big. Oh man. One big city is definitely the way to do it. I was told to relay this to you. This seems like it might be important. Hang on. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just net neutrality, which is super important. If you guys like watching this stream, you should contact your senators. I've already done it for mine. You should contact your senator and either email them or call them and say that you do not agree with the current changes that the FCC has proposed, and to stop it and to kill it and to make it go bye-bye forever, because you guys like this stream. While in old cities there was a main road out of cobble, then people built their shelters of wood around it. Yeah. The highest I got was 36,000. Oh man. We had 50,000. Oh, we just got a metropolis. 75,000 people in 2 tiles. And like we haven't even started to fill in this tile yet. Not even a little bit. Okay, so anyway, something that I need to do very, very quickly, and this is I mean, we're gonna see my revenue plummet here. It's gonna plummet. I mean, I'm gonna guess 15,000 is what it's gonna go down to. $15,000, and there's 75,000 people in the city. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna go down to 55 to 60, because we're evicting all of these people. All of them. Now you might be asking yourself, oh my god, Nims, why would you do that? It has to do with having enough availability for commercial. So here we go. Yep. So it begins. So let's distract ourselves from the horrendous thing that we just did by evicting all of those people. And distract ourselves with traffic. Yes. Okay, so we have just tons and tons of traffic lights that we just need to shut off. So let's just start here at the outskirts of the map. These inner stops do not want traffic lights. Technically, it would be good to have a stop sign here, but like it already takes us 1 click to get the stoplight out. Adding another click for the stop sign is just too much work, chat. It's too much work. I can't be bothered. We have 2 clicks per city block. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then, I mean, it just repeats over and over. $27,000, 63,000 people. RIP City. RIP City. And like that's going to have a relatively large effect on everything else inside of town too, because that's like 20,000 or I mean 75,000 people. So 12,000 people just got evicted, which means that 12,000 jobs just lost employees, which means that there are 12,000 employees worth of jobs that don't know where they're like, that are trying to get employees back. It's just, they're not going to have enough workers and they're going to have to shut down as well. So it's just, there will be a chain reaction because of what I just did. Okay, cool. Looks like I've already done most of these. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. That one's already done. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Okay. William, you need to chill with the spam, man. Spam is okay. I don't really care if you guys want to be like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. I don't really care, but one person spam is not acceptable. Or was everyone spamming and I just singled out one person and now I feel bad? Oh no! It's good. Good. Did I miss any, chat? You were double checking me, right? Right? Or making sure I didn't screw it up. See, like this is a problem. Not enough customers. It's probably because I just evicted like 10,000 people. RIPs. Not enough buyers for products, and that's because we don't have enough customers, and we don't have enough, not enough buyers for products is because commercial is failing, and commercial is failing because there's not enough customers. And why do we not have enough customers? Educate more citizens. Chat, we're fully educated. Elementary school availability is amazing. High school availability is nuts. University availability is crazy. So do I need to say like services? Do I need to be like education boost? Maybe that'll do it. I don't know. I don't know. Nims is a monster. Nims, you should feel bad. I feel terrible. Go build a cargo train station so they will sell it automatically. But I mean, yeah. But like, I don't have just room for a train station, I don't think. We can take a look real fast. Oh shoot, I do. But that's a train station. We need the cargo train terminal. And for that, we don't have enough room. What do? I mean, we're eventually going to buy this tile and this tile, so we would be able to connect the train from here to here instead of, like, whatever garbage we would have to do now. Yeah, nah, it's fine. I think it'll be okay. Once we buy these additional tiles, it'll be okay for the train. Okay, so we just need We need more customers is what this is. And like it's getting there. I mean, look at this. As everything's filling in, we just need time. Health coverage is great. Healthcare is pretty good. Crematorium availability is amazing. We probably don't even need these 2 crematoriums. Crematorium availability is really good, although we're probably going to have a dead wave here soon. And we can actually probably see our dead wave right now. Yeah. Look at how disproportional adults is to the rest of the population. We're going to have a problem at some point. You want it all to be relatively even. Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy. He's from the Midwest. I'm from, like, Kansas and Missouri, that area. My phone is, like, blowing up. Okay, it's Discord. We have a Discord chat. There's no easy way to get... I guess I need to get Nightbot for YouTube, don't I? Okay, so second tile is... I mean, it's growing so much slower than the first tile. Our profits are down, too. But I'm pretty sure that this is just a... Did I just build, like, too much of stuff? No, incineration is exactly what it should be. Electrical availability is exactly what it should be. Everything's 100% a budget. It's our greatest cost. It's garbage and schools are our greatest costs. Okay, so, I mean, on budget, or perfect availability, actually, that's a little low. Shoreline recommended. Okay, I mean, so now water is very good, garbage is good, health is, or this is crematorium, so crematoriums are very, very good. Curious. I mean, hearses are right on point. Health is 79%, which, is there any way that we can get that a little higher? I would like it to be in the mid-80s. Slightly reduced tax income. I wonder what slight reduce in tax income is. Raise public transport tickets by 25% to get more profit. This may result in less passengers. Okay, so for our city, shutting off recycling. It's still increasing the amount of money. And how much does it cost per $14.40 a week? And we would need probably, so capacity, we need 48,000 a week, and it looks like we just fell behind about 2 incinerators, so $3,000. But we made more than $3,000 by shutting off recycling. Right? So recycling isn't worth it from a monetary perspective. Where to put them? Where to put them, chat? Where to put them? Gotta keep that symmetry up, man. Okay. What's happening in chat? He usually plays with as few as possible, and few he does are geared towards streamlining gameplay for viewers in streams like this one. Yes, I don't play with mods. Typically, as few mods as possible. By the way, sorry for the weird screen here, but anytime I alt-tab and then try to go look at something else on the other monitor, it gets a little crazy. Nightbot for YouTube? Yes, please. Okay, I mean, I'll try. Everything still looks good. So then, what's slowing down? Oh, hey, that's actually level 5. And this is educate more citizens. The university is good, elementary school is good, and high school is good. Why are they not being educated, chat? This doesn't make any sense. My capacity is wonderful. Capacity, I mean, is insane. And like, we even have the education boost, which means people choose education over working. So why are they not being upgraded due to, oh, increase the value of the land? Well, that's got to be noise. That's good. Yeah, that's a noise problem. Yeah. What are they all stuck here for? Is that affecting our profits? 25.60, or is that just like a visual glitch? No, that's, I mean, seems on point. $5,000 plus. All right. What a great city. I wouldn't. Thanks for the mayor for supporting the timber industry. A huge step towards a greener tomorrow. Well, you're welcome. Video game. You bumped the tweet I was reading. Okay, get all those placed down, and then like do the same through here, because it's all being powered now. And we're gonna do another thing that's probably going to screw up our income and make it a little bit hard to recover. Oh, no, we're slightly off. I gotta actually snap onto the tile, and there we go. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, but you gotta do it. Gotta do it. So all of the things are good. I think one step takes a few months for each citizen, so more than a year from nothing to university finish. Oh, okay. So like, even though I mean, we previously had a problem. We previously had a problem with availability. So now it's saying that now that your availability is perfect, you've just got to chill for a bit and wait for everyone to get educated. I mean, I guess that seems fair. We should also probably put in, not police, but fire. So we did this. So where was our perfect middle point? It was, so this is actually off by a tiny amount. And by extension, This one is 2. So then if we fix this up on this side, it would be this road is the road that needs to be connected to. So then it would be right there. And directly down at this point, right there. Did I do that off? Dang it, I did. I was off by 1, chat. I'm sorry. I have disappointed us. Come on, why are you snapping like a freaking madman? No, I just did the thing where it glitched out my cursor. How do I fix this? Is there a way? Okay. That's weird. I don't know how that happens, but it's so weird when it does. Okay, then this guy shouldn't have been placed there. He should have been placed right here. And then we can go ahead and upgrade this back. And then that gives us perfect fire coverage again. With only 4 fire stations. Or 4 fire station. Which we discovered last stream were better than what we had. Oh, come on. These buildings on fire are literally right next to a fire station, which only has 5 out of 25 fire engines in use. Why are there so many on fire? Is it because it was just moved? Huh. Hard to say, hard to say. So, fire hazard, fire safety. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's a lot of blue there. Getting that to be perfectly blue is a bit difficult. But, you know, it's good enough. And that's what we want. We don't want to have to spend more money than absolutely required. Jail availability is good. Crime rate's really great. Elementary school continues to rock it. High school, oh my god, blows it out of the water. Elementary school, we might need to upgrade in the near future, though. But people have to get through elementary school. I don't want to shut off any of those because I was just like, okay, well, we have all of this availability. Let's shut off some of them and make us some more money. Because, like, yes, plus $40,000, plus $41,000 is nice, but like, if we could get plus $42,000, that'd be even nicer, right? Efficiency, 3 buildings burned down. They didn't burn down, chat. And they were just on fire a little bit. See? That's fine. It's fine. And it's fine. And like, it's good. 0 in use. There's not even a fire in the city. We're amazing. Nims is the bomb, says Hunter Hammer. Thanks so much for the kind words. I can't read that. I don't speak whatever language that is. I'm sorry. Fire is how fire should spell. It takes time for the people to educate, like in real life, so people don't get smarter by having a school nearby in no time. Right. I understand that. I understood what you had meant by it whenever you said it earlier. Which so to finish the thought that I was having before I got distracted by the fire burning down, is the elementary school is hitting near capacity. So we know that we have 6,100 people in elementary school, which means that we're probably going to have that added on to the high school soon. So we'll be at like 16,000 eligible, and you get the idea. You get the idea. So we just got to continue to push them through each concurrent step. How dare you be off by exactly 1 kappa. Hey, GDRP and Matthias, we're an English-speaking chat. Can you keep it in English, please? So that way everybody can participate in the conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Smart people equals not stupid people, says Sound Killer. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what we're going for. And, like, as our tiles are finishing back out, we obviously still have a lot of big open areas that need to get filled back in because of things, because of... Nims didn't do anything. But it's all filling back in, and we're getting to see that magical plus 50,000 again. No worries, man. You don't have to apologize. You didn't know? You guys didn't know? No worries. It's beautiful, though. I mean, it's going so much nicer. I want to check something here. I want to look at... Would it be better to just... Yeah, this works so much nicer. Okay, so organizing by passengers. Monorail 3A is the most popular, which is... I mean, it's the pink district, right? Can I move this? I can't, like, totally... It takes up so much space. So, like, it's this pink line right here. 3A is the most popular, then 1B, which is over here, which is the green line, and then 3B. Wow. So 3 is kicking it right now. But, like, look at this. The difference between the number 1 and the number 6 line, the highest line and the lowest, is only 100 people. All of our monorail stations are kicking it right now. So, like, what's our profit on these? It's a $2,500 cost. $6,600. I mean, that's more than double, and we're about to hit triple. I mean, it's like 150% of its total profit or total cost. It's nice. Going off the comments to watch live. See you later, guys. Oh. What? I don't even understand. Like, why would you do that? I'm gonna try to self-promote, so I'll probably get banned. You're a douche. You're just a garbage. I shouldn't say garbage person, because maybe you do, like, great charity philanthropist work. But, like, 100%, you're an idiot. Hey, Nims, I got a problem where I can't see the water pipe range. Can you help me? I don't know what you mean by the water pipe range. Because, like, the blue area here? I mean, no, I don't know of anything that would cause or hide that information from you. I'm sorry, I have no idea. Have you tried Googling it? That would be my knee jerk. This is Google. City Skylines is chill? Yeah! Ooh, we got a triple. Ooh, nice. $46,000. Can we break the magical $50,000 reduce? I mean, this is still showing 6,000 odd. That's nice. It's nice. We're about to break 80,000 people. What's our next milestone? 90,000. Okay. Okay, I said that we would try to build a zoo this stream. I'm a little scared. I don't want to build them yet. How do we have access to everything? Because, like, the Lazarette Plaza shouldn't be unlocked yet. No idea. My advice, Yahoo it? No, Google it. Yeah, I couldn't find anything. Could it be course of my mods? Oh, could it be cause of my mods? Okay, maybe. I mean, again, your easy way of figuring that out is just going to be to shut your mods off and see if it goes, or see if your problem goes away. See if your things, if your water lines come back. So yeah. Almost the next goal in population. Super duper close, chat. Super duper close. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens over here with the districts that we deleted, like with the city blocks that we deleted. I really want those to come back. $49,000 reduce. Can we hit the $50 reduce? Please. 491. 49.3. 490. 48. Why are we falling? No, give me the dollars. Don't take them away. $6,600 here, chat. Oh, dude, did it just jump up to 7,000? 7,000! We are this close to tripling our profits, or tripling our expenses caused by the monorail. That's how good monorails are. And can you believe yesterday somebody was yelling at us, telling us that monorails were terrible? I can't believe it either, chat. Look at this. Look at how much these monorails are being used. Can you believe it? These backseat gamers don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. It looks like that part of the problem with our monies might be a cause of all of these dead people, or might be a result. Yeah, there we go. There's the wording. Might be a result of all of the dead people. And dead people is this is probably that dead people wave that I told you was going to happen whenever all of this residential area filled in back here. We knew it was coming. We knew it was. Do we do anything else to prep for it? I mean, no, wait, did you place funny? You did place funny. Why you gotta do me like that, buddy? People die at work too, so like we're gonna put them over here and just try to add a few more crematoriums. Give us a little bit better coverage. I feel bad that we just deleted some of Iridian Forest. So that'll give us a little bit better coverage, which, I mean, it'll help with the dead people wave, but like, how's our overall population doing? Wow. Even in the middle of a dead people wave, we have more. Yeah, see, this is the problem. You see these buildings that are, so green is mostly families, blue is mostly adults, and gray is mostly seniors. So like, look at the buildings where there's dead people. Like, this is a huge, gray, dead, gray, dead, gray, dead, gray, dead. The majority of the dead people, and now not necessarily all of them, because like, there are young people in these buildings as well. But the majority of the dead people are inside of gray buildings. And this is what I'm talking about. This is sort of your proof that they come from, they are fake dead people. I mean, they're very real in context of the game, but it's caused by a population boom, and then, you know, in game time, years later, that population boom starts to die, which then causes a bunch of dead people. I wonder if trees would look good by the freeway. I don't know. Do you play other games other than cities? We play Minecraft. Help me out here with the traditional stream that we do on Twitch. We just finished a playthrough of Legend of Dragoon, which was a great game. It's super awesome. We played that through the capture card. Before that, we played Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor. Before that, we played Skyrim, and specifically a mod for Skyrim called Enderall. It wasn't really a mod, though. Enderall was basically a brand new game built inside the Skyrim engine. It wasn't, don't even think of it as a mod. It was just a game built inside of Minecraft, or excuse me, inside of Skyrim. We played Stanley Parable, we've played RimWorld, we've played Overwatch. Played a lot of games, man. Miss Castle with RimWorld, yeah. Yeah. Raft. Oh yeah, we played Raft. That was super fun. Do you remember that Stairway to Heaven? That was good times. Good times. Okay, so we got a pretty high demand for residential. That's kind of nice. I mean, we got a decent demand for everything. How is our industry doing? Can we see overall happiness? Residential, commercial, office. Office is super happy. Residential's probably just a little mad at me. Yeah, because look at this. You see how its color gets a little bit darker every building that has a dead person in it? So that's all that is. The happiness of residential is just fallen because of the dead people in them. What you gonna do? What you gonna do about the dead people, chat? And these guys complaining about not enough customers. What about the upgrade? Is all as well in the building? How are we doing as far as upgrades for everything? Still the majority at level 4. What's going on here? Educate more citizens. Okay, elementary school is about to fall off. Mildly annoying. So elementary's about to fall off. High school's still good. But like, we gotta get these people through elementary school first. I mean, it's taking several generations to fix. We get 2 birds, 1 stone. We can delete the dead people. And we ain't gotta worry about it, chat. Because we smart. Hashtag smart. Okay. Looking good. Just to make sure everything within that area is properly zoned. And we're going to do the same thing in commercial. Make sure everything in that area is properly zoned. We still have a pretty high demand for residential. And how are we doing on everything else? Fire safety. I mean, the fire is still going to be great no matter what, right? And then crime rate, jail availability, awesome. Elementary school, I mean, that's gonna get a bit sketchy into the future, I'm gonna be honest. Because just more and more people, man. Good, good, and good. It looks like it's getting better slowly, but it is getting better. Okay, Hunter, I gave you a warning earlier. You're gonna get a timeout now. Don't do it anymore, man. We talked about it. That's weird. That's weird. Don't be weird. I have a question, says William. What's up, Will? What can I answer? What can I do for you, sir? And I am available at your service. The highways continue to look amazing. Let's check out and see if there's any traffic problems in the city. I mean, red is going to be just busy, but busy is not necessarily indicative of Duchesne with the follow. Thank you for the follow, man. Busy is not necessarily indicative of like heavy traffic. So, Jay Shuttle says, "Hey Nims, how's it going?" It's going pretty well, man. Thanks for asking. So red is not necessarily indicative of a traffic problems because, okay, I picked a bad time to zoom in, but like, see, there's nobody stuck here. Nobody's just like stuck waiting on things, and that's what we're concerned about. We don't want to see traffic just stuck somewhere. And nobody's stuck. This isn't being stuck, that's them waiting at a stoplight. But if there wasn't a stoplight there, then that's what we would be trying to avoid. We shouldn't, if we ever see traffic further back than a city block, then we have a problem. Because we should see people get stuck at traffic lights, but like, you get, traffic lights are traffic lights, man. So like, everyone's got traffic lights. But if we see, for example, if this traffic through here was so bad that the people waiting at this stoplight, so like right now while these guys are waiting at the stoplight, if they then back up all the way to this intersection, then we have a problem. But as long as they're only just a couple of cars deep, then that's not traffic. That's just them waiting at a stoplight. Make sure that we have junctions. Okay, that's good. Okay. My brother keeps on watching Fred and Annoying Origin. It plays in my room, and I don't have a lock. What do I do? Ask him to use headphones. Don't yell at him because he'll double down. Never yell at people who you disagree with, because there's no quicker way for someone to tune out a message that you are trying to communicate by communicating it via anger and yelling. You might have the best point in the entire world. You might know how to solve cancer, but like, if you are screaming it and aggressively trying to force your cure onto people, people are maybe cancer's a little bit bad of a thing here, because like if it was life or death, I would let somebody scream at me. But like, if it's just solving a domestic dispute, then like, screaming is never the answer. As a brother, I'd recommend him going to his room to watch stuff. If that fails, try to remember he wants to hang with you and explain to him that you need time sometimes. Hey, Malaro, 02 just followed. He never uses headphones. Just ask him if he could turn it down a little bit. Again, you're never gonna get anywhere by screaming at him. Don't do that. But try asking, try suggesting, try he goes to his bedroom, stuff like that, right? Trying to figure out where I want to put this, if there's anywhere else but like just lining this area. Means our electrical availability was getting a little tight there, chat. Just a little bit. Wasn't super bad. Water and sewage is still alright. Incineration status. We gotta upgrade this. Feels bad, man. Still barely touched it. I think we've got to go even more than that. Okay, there we go. Goodness gracious. Healthcare availability. I mean, pretty good. Still sticking at that 79%. I'm pretty sure that's where it always is. I think I've had a problem getting it much higher than that. And here's our, I mean, dead people wave, but we understand what this is now. Like, it's just old people, chat. It's just old people. Old. Ouch. Building all of those incinerators kind of hurt my budget a bit. Maybe we should have built them a little slower. Next time. Elementary school capacity is good. High school capacity is good. University capacity is good. Let's take a look at our profits. it's still primarily level 4. I mean, yeah, level 5 is right behind it, but why is level 4 such... Why am I having such a problem upgrading this? Educate more citizens. And then make sure that the education facility can handle all the potential students. Yes, it can handle them. Yes, and yes. And what, like, is there a way of just... Hey, Luis Gordo, thanks for the follow, man. Is there a way of just looking at... I mean, it's basically the same thing that we were just looking at. 44% high educated. I mean, we graduate 83% of our citizens from at least elementary school. And we even have the education boost here. Is this still just a time thing? Isn't there a smart people boost? Yeah, it's education boost. Yeah, we've got it on. Myers is right. Anything you do when he's gone, you will miss the singing no matter how bad. I mean, yeah. I think I saw a seagull. Or was it a sparrow? I'm not too good with birds. Hashtag biology. Yeah, all that looks good. Well, I did believe I promised a zoo for this stream. I do believe I did promise a zoo. Let's get a zoo down. Never let it be said that Nims does not keep his word. Boom. GG's, there's a zoo. Nicely done. It's beautiful. Costs 40... Wow, $4,400. $4,400 a week. That might not be worth it. Okay, well, let's keep it on and get an idea of if it's worth it. Because, like, dude, that is so many dollars. Is there a thing for stuff like that? Unique buildings. So that's the zoo, right? I don't know. The live stream needs more people watching it. I mean, we scheduled it, we put up everything, we told everybody where we're gonna be at, we did what we could. Genji versus Pirates? You're just asking Ninja versus Pirates. Donnie, or Danny, thank you for the follow, man. Megalopolis! Megalopolis? Words are hard. I don't know. I agree with the dude in the Twitter. International Airport and monuments. Dude, we have so much money. So many dollars. Wow. I mean, we could just push for the fusion power plant right now. Okay, so here's something that I wanted to show you guys. So, I'm gonna pull back up my handy dandy calculator here. So we've established, so like if we're taking a look at like the best power plants in the game, right? Let me click this so that way I can go back to an overhead view or something. No, okay, you're not gonna let me go back to a less weird, a less blue view. Okay, guys, I'm blue, babadi babadai in chat. You know what to do. Okay, so we've got So we could start with the wind turbine. We're just going to start from the furthest left. That is $80 per week divided by 8 obviously gives us a value of $10 per megawatt. Now that's if the wind turbine is at optimal capacity. That if it's at 4 megawatts, well then it's going to cost you $20 per week. If it's at 2 megawatts, it's going to cost you $40 per week. So wind turbines, very sketchy. If wind ever drops, you're going to lose your money. But see you later, Miss Capsule. Have a good night. Reddit says that the high-tech housing policy helps. I'll give it a try. Okay. Thanks for the assist there, guys. I'll give it a try. So electrical availability, or excuse me. So then looking at the advanced wind turbine. So best case scenario for this dude, and like let's just find like a generic area. 5 megawatts, right? So 5 megawatts, and it costs us $80 per week. So 80 divided by 5 gives us a value of 16, pretty obvious. So $16 per megawatt. So now we get this idea of like the wind turbine, 10 to like 40 depending on how good the wind is, but you're always going to be trying to put it into these highest windy areas, obvious, right? Then let's move up to the advanced wind turbine. The advanced wind turbine says 200 a week, but it makes up to 20 megawatts. So same thing, roughly $10 per megawatt. And now these I find are a little bit more stable than these wind turbines, in that the windy areas on the water are a little bit easier to access. So from here, like so this guy would be 17 megawatts, and so we'll say 200 divided by 17 is like $11.8 per megawatt. So still not bad. So now we can take that rough 10 to 20 that we've established that we can get pretty consistently from wind. And now let's take a look at the polluters, oil and coal. I think I said that backwards, but still, you get the idea. So oil and coal. So $560 per week for coal to get 40 megawatts. 14, it's kind of on par, but now you have to add pollution to the mix. So like, in my opinion, you'd be better off just building more of the first two. And then let's do oil next. So oil is $1,920, but for $120 gets you a cost of 16. So oil is not as efficient as coal in this game. That is not as efficient as coal. So okay, but then again, we're having to deal with the pollution, but there's a pro and con here. Is you're dealing now with heavy pollution for $16 per megawatt, but like the space, so like look at how much space the coal takes up, and it is getting 40 megawatts per. So what is this? It looks like it's so this would be, what is that, like 5x5 tiles? And it looks like it's maybe 5x5 tiles. It's a little bit hard to see, I'm gonna be honest. It's definitely 5 blocks, but is it 5 blocks in width? I don't know. So 5x5 to get 40 megawatts. So then you can do something like, you could say 25 tiles, so 5 times 5 gives you 25, and divide that by 40. So you're getting it costs 0.62 tiles per megawatt, and we could divide that the other way to get a better idea. So you get 1.6 megawatts per tile, right? So 1.6 megawatts per tile. Now look at this. Oil is a bit bigger, so like we could say that's like 5 by 8 maybe. So 5 by 8 is 40, so 5 times 8, 40, right? So now we're using 40 tiles, but it's making 120 watts, so 120 divided by 40, and now you're getting 3 megawatts per tile. So there's pros and cons here. There's cost, and then there's size. I don't really care about the initial cost. I don't really care about like the pollution and noise pollution. Really, it's a cost per week and a size per megawatt are the two values that I really care about. Then we have hydropower plants. Now hydropower plants are pretty great because they take up no size, but they are very, very difficult to hit that magical 1,600 megawatts that they say right there that they can do. 1,600 megawatts. I've never seen that. The best I've seen is like 160. See, so right here, my river would give me 80. If I try to put this over here, it gives me 96. I think I saw up to 112 at some point. You get the idea. Yeah, there's 112. It's just weird. So, like, if we then go back to our magical numbers, $3,200 per week divided by 112 is $28 per megawatt. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. That's so expensive. And so let's start to speed this up. So we get the idea. 1,200 divided by 112 at the lowest point that solar does is $10 per megawatt, which is, I mean, we've already established via the windmills that that is like the best. And like all oil, coal, hydro doesn't get there. Coal 1237, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. So coal, hydro, oil doesn't get there. Wind only gets there on primo conditions, and solar just does it right at the gate. The worst that solar can do is meeting that. It gets that. But now if we say $1,200 divided by 160, $7.5 per megawatt, chat. $7.5 per megawatt. Super cheap. Super cheap. And then come out here to nuclear. This costs us $8,000 per week for 640 watts. $12.5 per watt. But let's take a look at like the size of a nuclear power plant, right? So this seems like, I don't know, like 8 blocks deep. It looks like it's double. Maybe, can we get an idea of size here? Okay, it's not. Yeah, 8 blocks deep. It is 100% 8 blocks deep. And then that looks like it's 12 blocks. So 8 times 12 to get us an idea of its total size. So 96 blocks. So then we would say 640 divided by 96 gets us 6.666666 dollars per watt, or watts per cell. Let's take a look at solar, or yeah, this is solar. So that looks like a perfect square of 10 by 10, which is 100 square blocks, and this is ballparking. I don't know the actual sizing of these. So 100 square blocks. So then it's like 160 divided by 100 gives us 1.6. Not nearly as good as what solar was doing, or nuclear was doing. But now let's take a look at fusion. Fusion is insane. 1,000. So it costs us $8,000 per week, chat. $8,000 per week. But it gets us 16,000. You read that correctly. 16,000. And we know what this math is. It's 0.5. That's 0.5. Remember, wind capped out at $10 per megawatt. 10 was the best wind could do. Solar capped out at $7.5 per megawatt. Fusion is 50 cents per megawatt. 50 cents per megawatt. It's insane. So, the fusion, man. You push for that fusion if you can. And that's basically the point there. That's what I'm getting to. Fusion is nuts. There's no pollution. There's a little bit of noise pollution, so just build it in the boonies. Just stick it out in the middle of nowhere somewhere. Doesn't matter. Noise pollution. Pfft. Who cares about noise pollution? I don't care about noise pollution. I don't believe this game is free. No, it's not. I think it's like $20 or $30. Something like that. Yeah, and then I mean it just gets crazy, man. It just gets crazy. How are we doing on... So these guys say that there's not enough buyers for products. And like, what if we look at our commercial district? We still have a dead people problem. What's going on here? Is this fake dead people, or is this now legit dead people? Because we've had a dead people problem for seemingly a while now. Chat, what do we think? Do we think it's a real dead people problem, or do we think it's a fake dead people problem? Because we are continuing to get huge population spikes, and we did have all of this residential area basically built at the exact same time. Is it fake dead people, or is it real dead people? I don't know. Does fusion use a lot of water each week? I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. 4,000 cubic meters of water? So like 4,000 meters per week, or 4,000 cubic meters of water. But like, look what a single water pumping station does. 120. You're not even gonna feel the 4,000. You're not gonna even feel it. I mean, get rid of the zeros so that way it's numbers that are a little bit easier to deal with. That's 4 out of 120. 4 out of 120. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pumping stations at all operating at 120 cubic meters. 120. We're just going to drop the 3 zeros in the back to make these numbers a little bit easier. So let's pull back up my handy dandy calculator. So 9 times 120 is 1,080. That's what the fusion power plant would do. You're not going to ever feel that. The water of the fusion power plant is irrelevant to determining its cost. And like, even with how cheap the fusion power plant is, these guys cost $240 a week. So like, if we're saying, oh hey, to get 16,000 output, right? So I would have to build solar, which we've established is the best. So 16,000. And it does 160 at best. Which is what? I would have to build 100 solar power plants to do that? Yeah, I'd have to build 100, right? Because 16,000 divided by 160 is 100. So I'd have to build 100 of these, right? So then I multiply 100 by their cost per week. And that's what it costs me in solar power plant, which are the second best efficiency after fusion, to be able to produce as much power as fusion. And fusion only costs us 8,000. So again, bringing these numbers back down to realistic, 120,000 versus 8. 120 versus 8. So out of those spare $112,000, I think that you could spare, $112,000 gives you 466 water pumping stations. With the difference in that value, you could build 400 water pumping stations. You could drain your earth dry in that difference in value and still make a profit comparatively on watts provided. So yeah, no, the fusion power plant is nuts. Use solar everywhere you can. Use solar and like advanced wind turbines on water, right? So use some combination of solar and advanced wind turbines, because they're the best, and we've proved that. We've proved that. But as soon as you get the fusion power plant, delete everything else and only fusion power plant. Like, the fusion power plant, chat, is so good. Like, let me try to put this in perspective a different way. Whenever you put the budget of something down, it halves the budget but quarters the production. So with the fusion power plant, it costs 8,000 per week. So again, let's go back to our handy dandy calculator and check this out. This is ridiculous. Oh, wrong button. 8,000 per week. So we half that. It now costs 4,000 per week. But instead of it producing 16,000 watts, delete that, 16,000 watts, it now only produces, and actually I did this wrong. So we need to cut that by 70, or I did it wrong again. 75%. We need to cut it by 75%. So it's now only producing 4,000 watts, right? Well, that's easy. It now has an upkeep of 4,000 a week, and it's producing 4,000 megawatts, which comes out to $1 per 1 watt. Remember, 7.5, even if we like quarter the budget, if we lower the budget to as little as possible, it still has a better ratio than everything else. And now check this out. So we would be producing 4,000 megawatts. My city doesn't even need 1,000 megawatts. You could half the budget, and look at my budget already. It cost me $7,000 to power my 2-tile city. And like, it's about to cost more because I'm about to have to increase this again. I'm about to have to build another one of these. I could lower the amount of money I spend on electricity per week, and provide 4 times as much electricity as I'm currently providing, 997. Literally provide 4 times as much, for about half of what it's costing me. If I got the fusion power plant. It's insane, man. It's insane. Would fusion be enough power for 1 million residents? I've only ever had 300 to 400,000 residents. That's where my cities usually cap out at. So with 300 to 400,000 residents, fusion at half efficiency here, which is 4,000 megawatts compared to its maximum of 8,000. The biggest city I've ever had has only consumed like 350 megawatt, 350. 3,500 megawatts was the biggest city I ever had, which means that fusion power plant being at half still was more than enough for my biggest city. So fusion is nuts, and maybe we push towards that next stream. So I think that we have a legitimate dead people problem. I think that we need to fix this. I'm always super scared, chat, whenever we try to go to fix a dead people problem, because so many dead people problems are fake. They aren't real. And by that, I mean the dead people are a cause of population boom, and thus dead people boom. Which means that it's not really a problem with traffic, it's not a problem with my crematoriums, it's just nobody died, nobody died, nobody died, nobody died. Boom! Everybody died! You can see why that would be a problem. So, like, I think that's what's happening right now. Man, our population's going a little crazy here. Let's check university. Elementary school, it's kicking up. Did we, out of curiosity, did this ever improve? Oh, there we go. Level 5 is now the primary for income. Alright, it's getting better. It's getting better. Hey Nims, I'm new to your streams, but I've been subbed for a while. Well, welcome to the stream, man. This is only the second ever stream I've done on YouTube. Hiccup, sorry. What are the dimensions of one of your city blocks? 1920 by 1560. Daniel Myers kind of got it. The kind of thing here is we use the 4-lane basic road, and I don't actually know what how many tiles they are, but I know how much it costs to build one. So see how it's 1560 to build that section. If we come up here, it costs, and you want to guess what this number is? 1920. So using the 4-lane road, it is 1920 by 1560. Although, the next time I play this game, I think I will build my city off of 1920 squares. Because the 1920 also is the distance between, in order to double path this. And that's what we want. So I think I'm going to build them off of, because right now they're rectangles, right? They are, you know, some ratio of like 4x3 or something. Next time I will make them 1-to-1. And I will make that at 1920. So if you're going to do it, I would use the 4-lane road and build it off of 1920 squares. Your Minecraft toots are the best. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm subbed on Twitch, but never got around to watching your streams. Ah, well, that's fair. That's fair. We've been streaming super consistently on Twitch, like every single day since like February, and like I can prove that. That is not an exaggeration. Every single day since February, and we're just not growing. And in order to have a fun, engaging stream, we need people in chat. We need people to talk to. We need back and forth. We need a conversation. And if we're not growing, that doesn't exist. So I'm like, and then with like the YouTube adpocalypse, I have to figure out some sort of way of compensating, because like YouTube has destroyed me. Like I mean, I'm broke. I'm broke. Like maybe being homeless broke. Although, admittedly, at this point, that I don't know. We could talk about that a different time. I had one job offer. The job offer was so terrible, and like the employer treated its employees so garbage, and like the employees treated each other like garbage, that like I would rather be homeless, living out of my truck and bouncing between people's couches than working that job. So like, can you expand the city? We will soon. We will soon. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Maybe it'll happen next stream. I want to figure out the dead people problem before we try to do that, though. Because, like, if I try to expand the city while we're having a dead people problem, the dead people problem is just going to overflow to the next part of the city. BB Lim, 97, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Nice city, Hector says. Thanks, man. To grow a little bit, you have to have more views. You could do a collab with a famous YouTuber that you know. You're implying that I know famous YouTubers. I have to get in contact. Think about how you would get in contact with a famous YouTuber. That's the exact same way that I would have to do it. I am not special. I am not unique. I am no different from you guys. And like, that's fine. That's like, we're all the same. But like, I don't have some magical button to just be like, hey PewDiePie. I don't have like PewDiePie's phone number. Just, hey PewDiePie, you want to give me a shout out or something like that? It doesn't happen that way. YouTube adpocalypse, everyone will die. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I applaud that beautiful speech. Did I just have a beautiful speech? Well, thanks, man. I guess it happens sometimes. Hector's Salamanca. Thanks for the follow, man. Thank you, thank you. There's just, I don't know what to do about this dead people problem, man. Is it getting better? Yeah, okay, it is getting better now. Because this number was up to 800, and now it's down to 3. How's our mass transit doing? I'm just curious. 2,500, and it looks like it's bringing in 6.2. 6.7. We only have that as mass transit. Wow, look at that. $7,000. Whoa. Okay, so dead people is getting better now. All right. Okay. Sweet. Well, I think I will go ahead and buy this tile. We know that we're going to be buying this one for sure. So I can go ahead. I will go ahead and buy this tile now. And then we're going to call it a stream. We now know where we're building next. We know what we're doing. But I'm going to leave you on that cliffhanger, Chad. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here, and thanks for supporting the stream, guys. If you want to support me, like I said, the YouTube adpocalypse is hitting hard, and like I can. This is not just a lie in order to remove dollars from your pockets. No. I can legit prove this. From the last like 28 days of YouTube, I've made $290, chat. $290. I can prove it. Nah, it's super blurry. It's super blurry. Focus, webcam. Okay, well, $290. I promise it's there. That used to be like over 1,000. And like, how am I supposed to live off of $290? How am I supposed to pay rent and bills and everything else? So if you guys want to, thank you for your support. And if you want to support me more directly, you can do that through Patreon. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm going to hit the save button real quick, and we're going to call it a stream. I will be back, and you can see what we do with this new tile, and it's going to be pretty great. I promise it's going to be pretty great. Next stream starting tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the streams. Da-ba-ba-bye. 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 Da-ba-ba-bye.